now that I've said these words. I won't rest until one of us is dead." Zhao Xingwu said coolly, "This old man doesn't need your worship. I don't need you to sigh about how difficult it is for me. Since all of you think that the sects have decayed and become a thing of the past, then let the era of sects end in this old man's hands." Fang Ping scolded, "What right do you have to represent the sects? In the past, you were the pillar of the martial arts world, but today, you are the disgrace of the martial arts world." Whenever division head Zhang and the others mentioned the world of sects, the one they approved of the most was Zhao Xingwu. But it was difficult for everyone else. Did Senior Wu Chuan have a rank 9 divine weapon before? He was even one of the 4 great guardians. He didn't even have one. As far as I know, only Commander Li Daong and Dean Li have ultimate arts. They were all passed down by Commander Li. That was because Commander Li needed to find a successor. Are you on the same path as him? You actually joined an evil sect early on. Some sects in the martial arts world view you as a god, but today you are their disgrace. There's no point in saying more. During the Battle of the Forbidden Catacombs, if you had given Ji Yao's divine weapon to this old man wouldn't have attacked you today. Among the top 10 rank, 9 in the ranking list, only this old man doesn't have a rank 9 divine weapon. How laughable! I thought that Ji Yao gave up the divine weapon and would eventually fall into my hands. The laughable thing is that Zhang Tao considered giving it to Xie Yifan, Nan Yunyue considered giving it to Zhong Qinghuan, and Li Zhen considered giving it to Guxian. Zhao Xingwu chuckled. Among the leaders of the 3 ministries and 4 prefectures, has anyone considered this old man? Too laughable. If this old man had a rank 9 divine weapon, my combat strength would far surpass Wu Chuan and the rest. In the end, you would rather give it to a martial artist who just entered rank 8 than to me. This is what you guys mean by doing everything you can to improve humanity's ability. What a joke. Zhao Xingwu mocked himself. Very quickly, he regained his composure. While exchanging blows with Kong Lingyuan in the air, he said softly, "Don't waste time. I won't give you any time. A mentality avatar at the Paragon level isn't omnipotent. Kong Lingyuan is no match for me. You don't want this old man to kill Lu Fengru and the rest later, do you? Surrender yourselves, and this old man will let them go." With just you, Fang Ping let out a cold humph. Looking at 9th Elder and a few rank 8 powerhouses who were surrounding him, seeing that the rank 8 powerhouses' golden bodies were about to collapse, he sneered. "Do you dare to come near me? If you do, I'll give you a Paragon avatar. Let's see if you dare." As soon as he finished speaking, a jade sword appeared in his hand. He looked around and laughed. "Come on. The powerhouses from the 3 great holy lands are actually people from the evil sect. The minister will stand up for you." The 2nd Elder said lightly, "We'll talk about that when you're alive." As soon as he finished speaking, the 2nd Elder broke through the air. He held the Zen staff in his hand and struck at Fang Ping. "Motherf ****, you're forcing me." Fang Ping did not say another word. He threw the jade sword and ran. The 2nd Elder retreated immediately. The light on his body exploded to the limit. He roared, "You want to kill me with just this? Dream on." Not far away, the 9th Elder retreated hurriedly. He was not going to participate in the fight. Instead, he was going to kill Lu Fengru and the others. He had just retreated when someone cried out from behind, "F***CK, I'm hiding here. You're coming too." The person behind him was none other than Qin Fengqing. The 9th Elder had been angered half to death by him. He did not expect this guy to suddenly appear behind him. Fang Ping had helped him conceal his aura. Now that he had escaped 1,000 meters away, Qin Fengqing's aura was exposed. Go to hell. The ninth elder was overjoyed. He did not expect to run into a rank 9. No matter how weak he was, he could still kill an early-stage rank 7. Just as the ninth elder was about to attack Qin Fengqing suddenly roared, "I'll fight you to the death." The ninth elder sneered. An early-stage rank 7 martial artist wanted to fight him to the death? The thought had just emerged when Qin Fengqing suddenly threw a round ball. The ninth elder's expression changed drastically. "Fong Ping, I'm bleeding a lot. Ha ha." At this moment, laughter was heard from the void. A figure appeared. As soon as he appeared, he threw a punch at the ninth elder. "Warlord." The ninth elder's expression changed drastically. With a roar, he used flight step to escape. "You think you can escape? You're wasting my mentality. Don't mess around." Rumble. The void exploded immediately with this punch. A huge crack appeared on the ocean. The entire sky seemed to have darkened. No, the ninth elder's mask shattered instantly. His face was full of disbelief and indignation. Why was the warlord's mentality avatar in Qin Fengqing's hands? Everyone knew that Fong Ping had a mentality avatar. That was why they asked the second elder to kill Fong Ping, because the second elder had the ability to resist. However, he definitely did not have this ability. He thought that killing a rank 7 would be a piece of cake. Who knew that Qin Fengqing had a mentality avatar in his hands? Qin Fengqing had already escaped. He laughed. "You really thought that I went to show off after breaking through? Idiot. But, Fong Ping, it's not worth it to kill a weak rank 9. From afar, Fong Ping roared, "The warlord's mentality is weak. He won't die from fighting the origin path. It's more cost-effective." In the void, the warlord's mentality avatar had yet to dissipate. Upon hearing that, he said angrily, "Kid, you..." Fong Ping ignored him. "You're just a mentality avatar. It's just a program. Now that the program is destroyed, can you still go back and complain? So what if I say your mentality is weak? You're not as strong as old Jom." Qin Fengqing left MCMAU earlier to look for Fatty Jom. Fong Ping did not want the mentality avatar. It would be unexpected if it was in Qin Fengqing's hands. Everyone knew that Fong Ping would have it. No one would have thought that Fong Ping would give it to Qin Fengqing, who was the weakest here. Although the mentality avatar was strong, rank 9 powerhouses were prepared and on guard. At the crucial moment, the origin path powerhouse would block it. It might not be able to kill. Now, the ninth elder was dead meat. Damn it. At the same time, Varna cursed. It was fake. The jade sword that Fong Ping threw out was actually fake. Damn it. Varna was furious. He was defending with all his might just now and missed the chance to save ninth elder. The warlord threw a punch. He was still defending against the jade sword's explosion. As soon as he finished cursing, a shrill scream was heard. In the void, the ninth elder's body cracked instantly. Then, he was swallowed by the black rift. Fong Ping roared, "Who knows him?" The ninth elder's mask was shattered, revealing his face. Fong Ping did not know this guy. He was not a Sino-Nation martial artist. On the other side, among Lu Fengru and the others who were suppressing the 5 rank 8s, a rank 8 powerhouse from the Wuhan military shouted, "It's Darwell, an independent powerhouse from the European continent. He's actually not from the Holy Land. What a pity," Fong Ping said as he fled into the distance. When the second elder caught up, he threw out another jade sword. The second elder's expression changed again. Did Fong Ping have a mentality avatar? Yes. These jade swords all carried Li Zhen's aura. Should he defend or not? If he did not defend, if it was real and he did not defend, he would definitely die. But This bastard was too despicable. Fong Ping, I will kill you. You're not qualified yet. There are many catacombs true kings who shouted this. Who do you think you are? Having said that, Fong Ping roared, Qin Feng Qing, go help the instructor and the others. If you guys can't kill the 5 rank, 8, who were blown up and severely injured by the bombs, it's a waste of warlord's mentality avatar. Qin Feng Qing laughed loudly, flying toward Li Hansong, and the others quickly. He laughed and said, I killed a rank 9 today. I'm number 1 on the rank 7 ranking. At this time, Li Hansong was fighting with a rank 8 powerhouse. His divine armor was cracking. When he heard what Qin Feng Qing said, he scolded, a paragon avatar killed a weak rank 9. You F** king trash. How dare you talk nonsense? Get lost. If I give it to you, you can't even kill a weak rank 9. Nonsense. Why don't you try? I only have 1. There's no more. Zhao Xingwu was not happy about being treated differently. Zelikro died in the catacombs back then. Maybe he was saved by the catacombs. Morta has always been ostracized in the Andes. Darway is an independent powerhouse, equivalent to a mercenary. I can understand both of them. But you're the direct descendant of the ancient Buddha sacred lands, ancient Buddha. Your bloodline is no more than 3 generations. I didn't expect you to betray us. Varna said coldly, my ancestor has fallen. Out of the 8 major ancient Buddhas, only 7 are left, but these 7 people actually concealed my ancestor's fall and secretly let people cultivate my ancestor's path. Hateful. They deserve to be killed. I've stepped into the origin path for a long time. I'm of the same origin as my ancestor. If I were allowed to cultivate, I would have reached the peak long ago and become an ancient Buddha, but for their own selfishness, they excluded me and sent me to the restricted area to guard the battlefield. Linlong, should I betray them? Linlong was speechless. He sighed softly. Should he? Some things were hard to say. The 8 major ancient Buddhas had long heard that an ancient Buddha had actually fallen. But the news had never been confirmed. Now it had been confirmed. Varna's ancestor had fallen. Moreover, the ancient Buddha sacred land did not let Varna inherit it. Instead, they chose someone else. When the Yang family's elder ancestor had fallen, the first thought of Star City was to let Yang Daohong inherit the Yang family's elder ancestor's origin path. Linlong said no more. He was also a powerhouse who had stepped into the origin path, but his strength was slightly weaker than Varna's. Between the 2 of them, one wielded a Buddha staff and the ancient Buddha's suppression. The other wielded a long spear, but they were beaten back continuously. In the distance, Fong Ping heaved a sigh of relief, but felt somewhat helpless. Old Zhang had prepared a lot of backup plans, but it still did not work. Linlong, Kong Lingyuan, and Beigong Yen were all suppressed. 8th Elder was fighting Nan Yunping, and the rest, Lu Fengru and the rest, were suppressing their opponents. But it could not change the fact that the 6 Fallen Stars army powerhouses were being beaten back by Morta. If this went on, in a minute at most, one of these 6 people would fall. More than 10 jade swords suddenly appeared in Fong Ping's hands. He leaped into the air and looked around. There are real and fake ones here. I'll throw them randomly later. Don't blame me for whoever is unlucky and dies. Fong Ping roared. In the distance, Zhao Xingwu shouted, Old 8, be careful! At this moment, 8th Elder, the powerhouse who had just stepped into the origin path, was the weakest. The possibility of Fong Ping attacking him was the highest. The short-haired 8th Elder suddenly shouted angrily, Old 9 is dead. Does the Pope want to use us as sacrificial pawns and lure out the split bodies on purpose? Where are Elder 4 and Elder 5? Elder 2 is here. That traitor Linlong is here too. Where are they? Damn it! Bastards! Eighth Elder was furious. At this moment, some things were very clear. Old Nine's death might not be an accident. Before this, it was agreed that powerhouses would hold off the split bodies. But now there were two, and they were not targeting the powerhouses. Varna and Zhao Xingwu did not help either, although both of them had their reasons. But if they really went to hold them, there might be a chance. After cursing, Eighth Elder said angrily again, "Before this, you said that the rank 9 had already left. Why are there so many people here?" Zhao Xingwu was also angry. Beigong, Yen was in the plan. Kong, Ling Yuan recovered. I didn't expect that traitor Linlong. Linlong shattered a corner of the ancient Buddha shadow with his spear. He laughed and said, "Leader Zhao, I Linlong am not a traitor. Keep those words to yourself." Zhao Xingwu snorted coldly. Chang Dao sliced through the air and slashed Kong Ling Yuan nearly 100 meters away. He said coldly, "Useless." Golden blood flowed from the corner of Kong Ling Yuan's mouth. He sighed softly. 10 years ago, would you have dared to say this? Kong Ling Yuan, I said you were useless, not because of your strength. Among the origin powerhouses, you are the same as me, other than the powerhouses of the 3 ministries and 4 prefectures. Powerhouses like you, who are directly under the central government, are the least valued. The importance of you and Wang Yu is below that of Wu Quishan. Your origin is damaged. For 10 years, no one helped you at all. Now that you are needed, that's why they are treating you. What a joke. To think that you are so loyal to Zhang Tao and the others. Is it worth it? Kong Lingyuan chuckled. You are wrong. I am not selling my life for the Paragon. I am not selling my life for anyone. I am just following my heart and doing what I should do. Fang Ping's survival is beneficial to humanity and everyone. That is enough. In the neo-martial era, the seniors advanced wave after wave, fighting until the end of their lives. Is there no hope for them to reach the Paragon? Are you and I the most outstanding group of people? No way. But when they are old, they rush to Mount Yuhai and fought until the end of their lives. Do they regret it? No one, because we are not fighting for others. We are fighting for ourselves, for our descendants. Zhao Xingwu, you are old. You are really old. You are the cancer of the sect world. As soon as he finished speaking, a gigantic book appeared in front of Kong Ling Yuan. At this moment, Kong Ling Yuan's temperament changed drastically. He said coldly, Zhao Xingwu, the friendship of the past will be severed today. Before he finished speaking, in the void, characters emerged from the gigantic book. He did not slash at the spear-wielding powerhouse, but at the sword-wielding powerhouse who was severely injured by Li Zhen's split body earlier. Wu Quishan was also wielding a 9th-grade short sword. With a clang, the short sword pierced through the air and hit the long spear in the air, causing the spearhead to deviate. Fang Ping's left arm golden body was torn apart by the spear's aura and shattered into pieces. Fang Ping was close to tears. He yelled, "They're all here? That son of a B*TCH, old Zhang. He's F** king here." The 9 great elders had all come. If old Wu and old Li still did not come, he would be in danger. The spear-wielding powerhouse was furious that he did not manage to kill Fang Ping in one shot. He bellowed, "Bastard, what's going on?" How did Wu Quishan and Li Changxing get here so quickly? It had only been less than 5 minutes. These powerhouses fought at an extremely fast speed. From start to end, it only took 3 to 4 minutes. Wu Quishan and old man Li actually came out. Why? The 9 great elders came out at the same time. Although Old Seven had defected, 7 of the 8 great elders had stepped into origin and were extremely powerful. Yet, unforeseen events happened one after another. No one paid attention to him. Wu Quishan appeared beside Fang Ping in an instant. On the other side, Old Man Li swung his sword. The 5th elder, who was already severely injured earlier, had a drastic change in expression. With a low roar, the destructive force surged out. He did not defend, but slashed at Li Changsheng. Die! Die! Both of them roared at the same time. Rumble! It was as if a hole had been pierced in the sky. Macmao, South Area Shore. Luo Yichuan repelled the waves with a spear. His expression changed again and again. He gritted his teeth and said, "More than 10 rank 9s. Damn it! What the hell is happening?" Ordinary people and middle and low-ranked martial artists could feel the monstrous movement in the sea at this moment. Even Magic City was shaking. However, many of these people thought that it was Fang Ping who was breaking through. But the high-ranked martial artists all knew what was happening. More than 10 rank 9 powerhouses were fighting on the sea, not only rank 9s, but there were also many rank 7s and 8s. MCMAU's high-ranked martial artists rushed to the seaside one after another and began to disperse the tsunami. A great battle had broken out in the depths of the sea. If the monstrous waves were not dispersed soon, half of Magic City would be washed away. Even so, these powerhouses were still deeply worried. More than 10 rank 9s, dozens of rank 7s and 8s. One of the parties, no need to guess, was definitely Fang Ping's group. Who was the other party? At this moment, on the coast, Magic City's governor, a middle-aged man, looked into the distance and suddenly shouted, "Magic City's high-ranked martial artists, follow me to kill the enemy." "Governor!" someone shouted in a low voice. Before the 3 ministers left, they had asked Magic City's governor not to participate in this battle. There's an unforeseen event. Magic City's governor also shouted in a low voice. It was beyond expectations. There were more than 10 rank 9s participating in the battle. This was not within his expectations. "Governor, you can't fight on your own. Right now, you can't distinguish between friend and foe. Including you and me." The powerhouse standing beside Magic City's governor's side softly and added, "Yes, including you and me. If they were to participate in the battle now, no one would know if there were evil sect members lying in ambush. If they rebelled, it would be a disaster." Magic City's governor looked indignant. In the end, he shouted, "Disperse the tsunami and station everywhere to prevent unrest." Following Magic City's governor's shout, Magic City's local powerhouses began to move. However, they still could not hide their worry. What would be the outcome of this battle? If it was on the ground, it would be a war with the evil sect. But the evil sect, where did so many powerhouses come from? Many people's impression of the evil sect was still that rank 7s were king and rank 8s were rare. Now, there were more than 10 rank 9s participating in the battle, and there were also many rank 7s and 8s. The evil sect had sent out at least 5 rank 9s. This was beyond many people's expectations. In the sea, Old Man Li and the sword-wielding powerhouse drew their swords. Between the 2 swords, the void shattered. Old Man Li laughed loudly. "That's all." Humph. The sword-wielding elder let out a cold humph. If he had not been severely injured by Li Zhan's sword earlier, Li Changsheng would not have dared to underestimate him. Crack! The void shattered. Old Man Li's golden body flickered. He took dozens of steps in the void, a hole appearing in his chest. The person opposite him was in a worse state. His head that had just recovered was shattered again. Large amounts of imperishable matter gushed into his head and began to repair it. Over here, Wu Quishan and the spear-wielding powerhouse had also begun to fight. Both of them fought in the void. The swords and spear gleams overflowed, scaring Fang Ping into fleeing hurriedly. After running for a while, Fang Ping roared, "There's no more, right? If there's more, I'll consider you the best." 9 high elders were here. Would the Pope come too? While he was roaring here, on the other side, black-robed Murta's staff erupted with a blinding golden glow. With a loud roar, the staff smashed the skull of a rank 8 powerhouse. "Li Yu!" Among the remaining 5 people, someone cried out in sorrow, his voice mournful. Someone from the Fallen Star Army had died in battle. That was not all. Someone from the Fallen Star Army had just died in battle. On Elder 8's side, Lu Polu was sent flying with a bang. His chest was pierced directly, falling into the sea. "Old Lu, kill!" At this moment, Li Hansong roared furiously, hugging a rank 8 powerhouse. The 2 rank 8s from the Wuan military seemed to be hesitating. They did not make a move immediately. That was because they would hurt Li Hansong if they made a move. However, Wang Jinyang, Yao Qingjun, and Qin Fengqing did not hesitate at all. The 3 of them attacked at the same time, completely disregarding whether Li Hansong would be killed by mistake. Ironhead would not die so easily. "Kill!" The 3 of them roared, and there was an explosion. Li Hansong was blasted thousands of meters away, and the rank 8 powerhouse's head was smashed into pieces. Lu Fengru and the rest immediately followed up with another attack, destroying his life force. The battle was getting more and more intense. Powerhouses were starting to fall. On Kong Lingyuan's side, he was sent flying continuously by Zhao Xingwu's attacks. He kept vomiting blood, but he held Zhao Xingwu back tightly. As an existence in the top 10 of the rank 9 ranking list, other than the top 5 and top 6, Kong Lingyuan's ability was still extremely strong. Although he was slightly weaker than Zhao Xingwu at this moment, he was holding Zhao Xingwu back with all his might. Zhao Xingwu could not escape. At this moment, Fang Ping's golden hut instantly enveloped Lu Fengru and the rest, enveloping everyone who was entangled in a fight. Other than Li Hansong, who was sent flying, everyone else entered the hut. "Kill them!" Fang Ping's eyes were about to pop. If he did not kill these people, if he did not help the Fallen Star Army, the remaining 5 rank 8s would be killed very soon. At this moment, Fang Ping's side had 5 rank 8s and many rank 7s against 4 rank 8s. He had the absolute advantage. However, when Fang Ping had just enveloped them, the 4 of them suddenly revealed a strange smile. The divine sect will win. The 4 rank 8s seemed to have been waiting for a long time. The next moment, the 4 of them suddenly roared. Not good. Before the few Wuan military powerhouses could say anything, a loud boom was heard. 4 rank 8s actually self-destructed at the same time. Bang! 4 rank 8 powerhouses self-destructed directly without saying anything. In the blink of an eye, Fang Ping's golden hut was blown up. "Ah!" Fang Ping screamed in disbelief. Rank 8. They had cultivated to rank 8. The 4 of them did not even resist, as if they had been waiting for him. When he had just enveloped them, they actually self-destructed. At this moment, his mentality was severely damaged. Large cracks appeared in his brain nucleus. His injuries were the heaviest. This was because the 4's main target was him, his golden hut. The golden hut that had just been completely repaired turned into a dilapidated hut once again. Fang Ping's golden body was even more damaged. Fengru! At this moment, Huang Jing, who was beside him, suddenly roared. Not far away, Wu Quishan, who was fighting with the spear-wielding powerhouse, had a drastic change of expression. With a furious roar, The golden short sword instantly enlarged countless times, slashing a space rift. Fengru, not far away from Fang Ping. Lu Fengru's torso was shattered, blood flowing from her mouth. Fang Ping dragged his broken body and rushed over hurriedly, yelling, "Vice Chancellor, don't be distracted. I'm still here." At this moment, Wu Quishen's shoulder was pierced by the spear-wielding powerhouse's spear, golden blood splattering in the void. Fang Ping rushed to Lu Fengru, a giant bottle appearing in his hand. That was the life essence he obtained from the forbidden catacombs. Fang Ping poured out the life essence and wrapped it around Lu Fengru, a giant golden ball appearing in his hand. Seeing Lu Fengru's mouth open and close, he grinned. "Teacher is the best. Really amazing. You are my teacher, not old man Li. Don't talk, it's okay, you won't die. I just got my revenge. I told you not to come, but you just had to come. Look at how much of my life essence and imperishable substance you wasted." Having said that, he looked at the people around him and roared, "Go help the fallen star's military." Everyone gritted their teeth and did not stay any longer, charging into the distance. As Fang Ping helped Lu Fengru recover, he cursed, "Zhang Tao is an idiot. I don't believe him anymore. Mother asterisk cur. Damn it, bastard, where's the backup plan?" Fang Ping cursed as he dragged Lu Fengru and flew toward the sea. Lu Polu had fallen into the sea. He had to find him. At this moment, Fang Ping was also heavily injured. His cursing did not stop. As soon as he landed on the sea surface, Lu Polu rose from the sea. When he saw Fang Ping, he smiled weakly. "Are you okay? Leave Fengru to me. Don't stay here. Find a place to stay." As he said that, Qin Fengqing suddenly crashed into Fang Ping with a bang, chuckling. "Is the direction accurate?" Fang Ping shot him a look, exasperated. "You won't die. Why are you flying toward me? You have a conscience? My organs are broken. Save me." Fang Ping cursed again. "You're a piece of trash. You talk tough, but when it's time to use you, you're useless." Qin Fengqing looked innocent. "Rank 9. Fang Ping asked him to kill a rank 9. He was even a rank 9 who had stepped onto the origin path. As soon as he joined the battle circle, under the black-robed powerhouse's outburst, he was sent flying, almost killed in one move. "Trash!" Fang Ping cursed, tossing him more than 10 crystal books, shouting, "Go kill him!" Qin Fengqing's eyes lit up, then he suddenly looked guilty. F***CK. It was fake. That day, when Zhang Tao gave it to Fang Ping, he was there too, although he was still being burned by the energy fire. Using this to kill a origin powerhouse, was he not looking for death? However, seeing Fang Ping winking at him, Qin Fengqing immediately leaped into the air, shouting at Wang Jing and the rest, "Move!" Seeing the dozen crystal books in his hands, everyone retreated. Black-robed Morta's expression was solemn. In the distance, Varna, who was fighting with Linlong, shouted, "It's fake, kill him!" "Bastard!" Morta was furious, striking Qin Fengqing with his staff. This despicable guy, he actually wanted to learn from Fang Ping. He had already used 2 mentality avatars. How could he still have so many more? Did he think he was a fool? He was grumbling in his heart, though. The Pope only told Varna some things. Damn it! Qin Fengqing was pale with fright, tossing the crystal books away casually, turning to run, yelling, "Stop! Stop! I was just scaring him. Why did you guys really retreat?" At this moment, 10 rank 8s and many rank 7 martial artists looked furious. At a time like this, he was still F***king joking. Just as everyone was thinking, Morta had already casually shattered the crystal books. The next second, however, his expression changed drastically, roaring in fear, "Varna! Fang Ping, you brat, you've scolded me so many times, just you wait." In the distance, Fang Ping snorted coldly, "Idiot! It's about to dissipate. Do you think I'm afraid that you'll complain? Are all paragons this stupid? You. In the void, Zhang Tao's apparition was about to explode from anger. This was too much. Of course, this did not stop him from attacking. Hearing Varna's words, Morta really thought that it was fake, completely ignoring the crystal books, almost coming face to face with the apparition. At this moment, Zhang Tao's apparition grabbed hold of him, not killing him anymore. With a bang, a rift exploded on the spot. Following the disappearance of the rift, Morta also vanished completely from this world. This time, everyone was dumbfounded. Really? Second Elder Varna's face was full of disbelief. In the distance, Zhao Xingwu was also boiling with rage, roaring, "Bastard! Damn it! Varna, I'll F*** your ancestors." Varna actually said it was fake. Otherwise, Morta would not be so careless. Varna was the Grand Pontiff's most trusted person. His relationship with Morta was also quite good. Both of them had cooperated privately a few times. Morta even knew Varna's true identity. However, no one would have thought that Varna would actually trick him. The big monk was also flustered and exasperated, roaring at the sky. How can this be? The Grand Pontiff said it was fake. Zhang Tao did not split his mentality avatar again. It was fake. Moreover, Zhang Tao had just split it once not long ago. How could he split it again? In the distance, Fong Ping sniggered. Another idiot. Do you really think everyone else is an idiot? Don't think I don't know that Qin Fengqing's cauldron is fishy. Hee, is it fun or not? Am I smart or not? Is old Zhang smart or not? You can even infiltrate my MCMAU. The Grand Pontiff is amazing. Varna did not hesitate either. He quickly led Linlong to converge with him. Linlong panicked, but he was no match for Varna. Behind him, Beigong Hai also shouted hurriedly, "Quickly surround and kill that guy." Once Varna was free, the situation would become even more dangerous. In this battle, he had already used 3 mentality avatars. There was a high chance that Fong Ping did not have any left. Once Varna finished off Li Changsheng and saved Fifth Elder, the situation of today's battle would be reversed. As they spoke, the 4-rank 9 powerhouses were about to converge. At this moment, Beigong Hai's expression changed slightly. Just as the Third Elder and Valma met up, something unexpected happened. Kill! Beigong Hai, Third Elder, and Linlong unleashed their strongest attacks at the same time. Destructive energy and origin energy appeared. The 3 of them joined forces to attack Varna. Third Elder, who was almost next to Varna, had several small golden daggers in his hands. In the blink of an eye, they pierced into Varna's body. "Zélie Caro!" Varna's eyes were about to pop out of their sockets. Zélie Caro! Damn it! Varna could not believe it. He could not imagine that Zélie Caro would betray him. How? Why? Beigong Hai and Linlong could not believe it either. However, this did not stop them from unleashing their full strength. Taking advantage of the moment when Varna was tricked by Zélie Caro, they roared and attacked Varna at the same time. Before this, Beigong Hai's expression changed instantly because of Zélie Caro's signal. He did not expect Zélie Caro to be one of them. Rumble! This explosion blasted a huge hole in the surface of the sea. Copious amounts of seawater evaporated, and an incomparably huge black hole appeared on the surface of the sea. Even the soil at the bottom of the sea was swept up. In the blink of an eye, the seawater flowed backward. The sound of turbulent seawater colliding formed a huge whirlpool on the surface of the sea. In the void, an ancient Buddha illusion was still struggling violently. The 3 elemental path powerhouses had joined forces to attack with all their might, but they were tricked again. Varna's physical body exploded almost instantly. The mentality materialization was not broken yet, but against 3 powerhouses, how could it stand a chance? Zélie Caro! His mentality emitted an ear-piercing roar. Varna did not expect that he would die at Zélie Caro's hands. It should not. It should not be. How could Zélie Caro betray him? The sect he had founded had no lack of killings over the years. If Lin Long looked like a traitor, Zélie Caro did not look like one at all. Even the Pope had never suspected Zélie Caro. Not only was Varna in disbelief, even Fong Ping was stunned. What's with all the commotion today? Was this old Zhang's backup plan? If it was, Fong Ping could not help but say, old Zhang was really amazing. Second Elder Varna was incomparably powerful. Zhao Xingwu snorted and coldly said, Nan Yunping, this Zhao is not a traitor. I just don't want to work for Zhang Tao and the others anymore. You can think whatever you want, but since we've known each other for so many years, get out of the way. Otherwise, don't blame me for being ruthless. Zhao Xingwu, Nan Yunping, was filled with grief and indignation. Beside her, Wang Qinghai and Chun Yaoding didn't say anything and hurriedly pulled her away. Zhao Xingwu met up with the eighth elder in an instant. Looking around, he let out a sad sigh and, without a word, flew into the air and fled. Great elder! Alliance leader Zhao! The fourth elder and fifth elder roared in despair. If Zhao Xingwu left, they would definitely die. Zhao Xingwu ignored them, his speed incomparably fast. At this moment, in the distance, a sigh sounded. I didn't think it would be you. Since you've come, then don't leave. Li Zhen, Zhao Xingwu's terrified voice sounded. He was furious to the extreme. At this time, a sky-piercing sword aura slashed towards him. Want to kill me? It won't be that easy. In the void, a long saber instantly formed, the void trembled, and the saber slashed towards where the sword aura was. Absolute will covered him. He couldn't run, couldn't hide. Only Li Zhen's sword aura could be defeated. Separated by hundreds of miles, Li Zhen might not be able to kill him. Absolute was not strong to this extent. Too bad you're not Zhang Tao. Zhao Xingwu laughed coldly. Zhang Tao was in the Magic City catacombs, extremely close. Once Zhang Tao appeared, he would die without a doubt. But Li Zhen appearing was not so easy. There was a loud bang. Another huge whirlpool appeared in the sea. The long saber that Zhao Xingwu formed shattered in the blink of an eye. His face was pale, but he laughed maniacally and continued to escape. You think you can leave? An earth-shattering aura was getting closer and closer. Li Zhen was rushing in the direction of his escape. Once he arrived, Zhao Xingwu would definitely die. At this moment, a sudden roar came from behind Li Zhen. Damn it! Li Zhen's angry roar echoed for hundreds of miles. North Lake Catacombs. The North Lake Catacombs that he had just left actually had an accident. Damn it! Li Zhen did not expect this at all. He thought that even if the evil sect made a move, it would not be against the North Lake Catacombs. But he misjudged the situation. The North Lake Catacombs passageway was trembling. A true king had entered. Zhao Xingwu, you can't escape. Li Zhen snorted coldly, his figure suddenly expanding 1,000 times. On this day, some of the nearby cities saw an incomparably huge Buddha descending into the world. Li Zhen, whose figure had expanded 1,000 times, had an incorporeal longsword in his hand. The sword cut through the void, once again charging in the direction that Zhao Xingwu escaped. Sword after sword, he slashed hundreds of times in an instant. Without hesitation, the experts disappeared in an instant. Fong Ping looked at Zhang Tao. What about you? Zhang Tao ignored him. He glanced at Kong Lingyuan and looked helpless again. He turned to Fong Ping and said, give him tens of thousands of units of imperishable substance. Replenish him. Fong Ping's face darkened. You're still thinking of plucking at a time like this? Do you have any humanity left? Seeing Kong Ling Yuan's golden body crumbling and his face pale, Fang Ping was helpless. He condensed a large mass of imperishable substance. Kong Ling Yuan glanced at him and seemed a little embarrassed. Zhang Tao said indifferently, "I'll use it. He doesn't lack these. Heal your wounds as soon as possible. Zhao Xingwu has left. From now on, you need to guard Zhongzhou's catacombs. You can't be injured." Kong Ling Yuan did not say anything and accepted the imperishable substance. Fang Ping suddenly said, "Minister, why did Instructor Li and the Vice-Chancellor come out so soon? Did you attack?" Zhang Tao's eyes flickered. "No, it's the rule that absolute peak doesn't attack in the outer domain. There were some unexpected changes. We'll talk about it later." Having said that, he looked around again and said, "Those who need to heal, go to MCMAU and wait to recuperate. The situation is not good now. Everyone should recover their combat strength as soon as possible. Fortunately, we've killed 5 evil sect rank 9s this time. Zhao Xingwu, the malignant tumor, has also been uprooted. From now on, there won't be much threat on the ground. Since the Pope is really in a hopeless situation, it'll be easier. Wait until I find out who it is. Just you wait." Fang Ping did not care about this. He looked at Zhang Tao again, still feeling a little awkward. After waiting for the others to move and fly toward MCMAU, Fang Ping moved closer to Zhang Tao and said in a low voice, "Minister, if Zali Callow doesn't betray us, then the 3 mentality avatars this time will be wasted. You gave him one, and then you asked Commander Li to give him another. I think your intention is to keep these people. If that's the case, you must have some confidence," Zhang Tao said impatiently. "You think the confidence is small? Bei Gongyan, Lin Long, Kong Ling Yuan. Including you, there are a total of 3 rank 9s and 16 rank 8s. There are also 3 mentality avatars. I know you, kid, want to go to Star Town to look for Fatty Jiang. With this kind of strength, it's more than enough to keep 5 rank 9s. Who knew that the evil sect would turn out in full force and come?" Fang Ping's expression darkened. "So, you're also gambling? What can I do? Everything that needs to be prepared has been prepared." Fang Ping looked at him again and muttered, "Don't lie to me. I keep feeling that you have a backup plan. You just haven't used it yet, right?" Fang Ping muttered, "I'm so important. How can you not make any preparations?" He said there are 5 of them, and you actually believed him. The Pope wasn't sure if it's a paragon. If it's a powerhouse at Guardian Zhang's level, would you not have any means to deal with it? If that's the case, then you're not taking me seriously. Aren't you tricking me? Fang Ping felt that Zhang Tao must have arranged a backup plan that could deal with the Pope. Could it be that Zhang Weiyu did not show up nearby? Zhang Tao said lightly, "You've overestimated yourself. I've said it before. I told you to run, but you insisted on staying. You can't blame me even if you die. I've arranged a backup plan in the sea. If you don't listen to me, I can't do anything about it." Having said that, Zhang Tao suddenly waved his hand. From afar, a crystal book rose from the sea and flew toward Zhang Tao. Fang Ping was stunned. Zhang Tao said lightly, "See that? If you want to run, you won't run toward the coastal sea. You'll only run toward the distant sea. As long as you run near the clone I left behind, you'll be fine." Fang Ping said dully, "You might as well just give it to me. Only by hiding it from you can I hide it from my opponent. Besides, if I give it to you, what if you use it all at once? If I use it again, I'll have a nervous breakdown." At this point, Fang Ping suddenly exclaimed in shock, You've split it into 3. In such a short time, Zhang Tao had actually split into 3 mentality clones. How strong was he? Zhang Tao ignored him. The crystal book melted into his body instantly. Then, he frowned suddenly and strangled Fang Ping. Gritting his teeth, he said, "Bastard! How dare you scold me? Fong Ping was almost strangled to death. His face flushed red. F***CK. He almost forgot. Old Zhang's thing could be used as a video recorder. Since he left one here, it meant that he could receive messages. Not only did you scold me, but you also scolded Senior Warlord. Brat, you're dead meat. Warlord was already upset when he was heavily injured this time. You even scolded him, and he even gave you a mentality clone. You're definitely dead meat. Zhang Tao looked regretful. Then he humphed and said, Fine, calling me an idiot, calling me stupid. Brat, you've got guts. For you this time, 3 paragons sacrificed their mentality clones. Minister, it's not my responsibility to kill the cultists. Nonsense! If it's not your responsibility, then who is? Zhang Tao humphed and said, If it's tens of thousands of imperishable substances, then forget it. Fong Ping rolled his eyes. Go away. There was no such thing. Right now, he had a splitting headache. His brain nucleus had even exploded. Looking at his own data, Fong Ping felt even more helpless. Wealth, 64 million points vitality. 31,900 calories, 62,900 calories, mentality, 155 hertz, 3,245 hertz, destructive force, 10 yuan, 22 yuan, bones honed, 206 bones, 100%, storage space, 1,000 cubic meters, plus, energy shield, 1 point/minute, plus, aura simulation, 10 points/minute, plus, compared to when he broke through. His wealth was 100 million points less. Fong Ping was about to break down. He had given everyone imperishable substances, and he had used up a lot of it. The aura concealment earlier, this did not even include the money needed to repair the golden house. He had actually gone bankrupt just like that. To repair the golden house, the rank 8 golden house was even more powerful. It would cost at least 20 to 30 million. A few hundred million points was gone in such a short time. Fong Ping said helplessly, Fallen Star Army's Grandmaster Liu, who died in battle. Minister, Zhang Tao waved his hand and said, That's someone from the Li family. You don't have to worry about his family's support. He's from the military department. Dying in battle this time is also a soldier's responsibility. Li Shan will take care of everything. If you really feel bad about it, then give him some life essence for his descendants to cultivate. Fong Ping nodded. After a moment of silence, he said, Alliance leader Zhao really betrayed us? Zhang Tao said coldly, I'll kill him sooner or later. I trust him so much. I think he can lead the sect world out of the neo-martial era's style of sex. But you said before that you'll teach him cultivation methods. I didn't. I was too busy before. Things were connected. Luckily, I didn't. Fong Ping muttered, Really? If Zayli Caro doesn't betray us, who will deal with Zayli Caro and Varna? Both of them are very powerful. Can Grandmaster Kong, Ling Yuan handle them? Also, if the Pope is not at the pinnacle, then he won't make a move at the last moment. Who will deal with a Pope who is about to reach the pinnacle? Can Grandmaster Kong Ling Yuan? But Alliance leader Zhao, maybe he can. Zhang Tao snorted coldly. Even now, you're still defending him? Didn't I leave a mentality avatar behind? Of course I have a way to deal with it. Fong Ping, don't be too soft-hearted. Zhao Xingwu knows you very well. Once you escape into the catacombs and go to the restricted area, you'll be in big trouble in the future. The possibility of this is very high. Fong Ping gritted his teeth. He really betrayed us. Nonsense. Don't tell me you want to betray us together with him? Fong Ping was speechless. After a while, he said, Don't lie to me. I have a lot of tricks up my sleeves. If he really betrays us when I go to the restricted area, I don't care about the others, but he's dead meat. Those who want to kill me, Fong Ping, won't have it easy. Don't think that he's almost at the pinnacle, but how fast is fast? He was severely injured by Commander Li earlier. It's not that easy for him to reach the pinnacle. I think there's almost no hope for him to enter the pinnacle. If he doesn't reach the pinnacle and goes against me, just wait and see. No matter where he hides, he's dead meat. Zhang Tao said lightly. You still dare to go to the restricted area? Why not? Not only will I go, I'll go very soon. When I reach rank 8, my physique will be strong. I'll change my form and my aura. Let's see if I can sneak into Imperial Sea. If I do, I can sneak into the restricted area. You're not allowed to go to the catacombs. If I don't go down to the catacombs, am I supposed to just eat and wait for death on the surface? Zhang Tao's head hurt. After a while, he said vaguely, Don't look for trouble with Xiao Xingwu for now. It's too dangerous. He's strong. Even Kong Lingyuan isn't his match. If you go, you'll be courting death. Don't even think about courting death. With his strength, if he goes in this time and is accepted, he can at least sneak into the Imperial City. It's even more dangerous over there. Fang Ping understood and sighed. I understand now. It's a pity that I can't kill him with my own hands. This kind of shameless person deserves to be killed. I'll demolish the Wanwu sect later and confiscate all the loot. No, I'll confiscate it. Minister, do you think I should? Don't bring trouble to your family. The rest of the Wanwu sect might not know about it. But I still need to show my attitude. How can I just let it go when he bullies my people? I trust him so much. If there's an event, I'll send an invitation to him immediately, even if the rest of the sects don't invite them. When Ji Yao had a divine weapon, I wanted to give it to him, but didn't old Lu break through later? I have to take care of my own people first. After all, there's still a layer of separation between us. In the end, he actually hates me. Minister, is this considered getting caught in a cocoon of my own making? If I don't demolish the Wanwu sect this time, I won't be satisfied. Outsiders all think that I, Fang Ping, am easy to bully. Isn't this like fighting a small favor leads to a small grudge? As Fang Ping said that, he gritted his teeth and said, Demolish the Wanwu sect. Also, the identities of these evil sect elders have been exposed. You said that all their properties will belong to me, and a few holy lands. Oh, right, 4th, 5th, 8th. What are the identities of the 3 grand elders? 4th elder is a powerhouse from Africa. When I came for 5th elder and 8th elder, one ran away and the other died. You can ask the others later. It's not very clear. Didn't you say that you know these 3 people before? I knew Zali Kala before. He's also the person from the Holy Land that I mentioned. The other 2, one is 4th elder, and the other is 9th elder. Zhang Tao knew the identities of these 3 people before this. However, these 3 people's positions in the evil sect were not too high. Knowing them was not very useful. On the evil sect side, people like Grand Elder and Second Elder, including the Pope, were the key. Fang Ping pursed his lips and said vaguely, 9 Grand Elders. You know 5 of them. Actually, there's no need to take such a big risk, Zhang Tao said without batting an eyelid. For whatever you say. Fang Ping said no more. At the same time, it also made everyone yearn for it. This was a Grand Master. This was a martial arts powerhouse. In midair, Fang Ping realized that it was not just Fang Yuan who was admiring him. The low-ranked martial artists, including some middle-ranked martial artists, were also admiring him. What can I say? I can't say anything. Standing beside him, Zhang Tao faintly said, Remember to give Li Zhen some advertising fees. Fang Ping rolled his eyes. I'm not the one who told the TV station to do this. This matter was also a coincidence. Who asked Li Zhen to be so flamboyant as to insist on expanding his body? With such a large body, it was naturally easy to be discovered. Thinking of this, Fong Ping asked curiously, why did Commander Li suddenly expand his body? Zhang Tao glanced at him with slight disdain. After a while, he said, "You've already reached rank 8, and you still don't understand? With a strong physical body, one would be able to absorb more energy and unleash greater power." At that time, Li Zhen was too far away from Zhao Xingwu and also wanted to kill Zhao Xingwu. In his anger, it was not strange for him to do such a thing. Commander Li wants to kill Alliance leader, Zhao. Fong Ping pondered. Old Zhang did not reveal anything? If Zhao Xingwu was really killed at that time. Thinking of this, Fong Ping looked at old Zhang suspiciously again, muttering, "Minister, don't tell me you came out long ago. How is that possible?" Zhang Tao could not help but laugh. "If I really came out long ago, the High Pope would not have dared to make a move. That fellow is like a mouse, guarding against me all the time. If it was not for the fact that Li Zhen insisted on killing Zhao Xingwu and 8th Elder at the last moment, I'm afraid he would not have made a move." Fong Ping understood and nodded. "That's true. The High Pope is really timid. The few of you have already gone in, but he still did not dare to make a move. Otherwise, if he had made a move earlier, wouldn't we be dead for sure? It's not that simple." Zhang Tao smiled faintly. "He does not dare to go near Magic City. I'm in Magic City's catacombs. Does he dare to come? Isn't he afraid that I will suddenly come out and make him stay? When he made his move earlier, he was also hundreds of miles away, on the sea. At this distance, he still did not dare to unleash his full strength in case his aura leaked out and some of the paragons on land recognized his identity. That's why it's not that easy to kill all of you. When he makes a move at the last moment, it's to save people. He may not have the intention to kill. A rank 9 powerhouse wants to kill you to enter a desperate situation. But what's in it for him to kill you? This time, rank 9 powerhouses are attacking in full force. How do you know if this is a screening by the High Pope?" "Screening?" Zhang Tao chuckled, lamenting, "That's right, screening. The Great War is coming soon. The evil sects are like sieves. Doesn't the High Pope know? Since he's a paragon, he must know some inside information. If that's the case, then we can't allow these people to infiltrate like before anymore. That's why at this time, some of the nails are removed. That's not right. The 9 Grand Elders have been exposed, and many of them have died." Zhang Tao said calmly, "How do you know that these 9 Grand Elders are really all of them? Does the High Pope not have any other backup plans? The 9 Grand Elders come from all over the world. As a paragon, does the High Pope not have his own direct descendants? Maybe these 9 Grand Elders are just people on the surface, purposely throwing them out for us to see." This time, there were heavy casualties. Zhao Xingwu and the other also escaped into the catacombs. Do you think that other than the High Pope, the evil sects are already considered destroyed? But is it really destroyed? Maybe this is the result that the High Pope wishes to see, hoping that all of us will think that the evil sects have been destroyed. In such a huge evil sect, he's the only one whose identity has not been exposed. Sometimes, giving up on some abandoned pawns on the surface may seem like a loss, but it's actually just turning the light into the dark. In the past, the evil sects have always been the focus of everyone's attention, including those elders. Now, almost all of the evil sect's elders have been exposed. The only one who hasn't been exposed is a desperate situation. If this is the case, won't our attention be focused on the paragon next? If there's a group of people hiding in the dark now, and they're not the paragon, will you still care and investigate? You think that the 9 Grand Elders have either died, run away, or returned. You think that there are no more rank 9 traitors, but is that really the case? Fong Ping was a little surprised. If that's the case, this attack might just be the High Pope's plan. He deliberately sent these people to their deaths, You can't say that it was intentional. Zhang Tao explained as he landed and walked toward the meeting hall. If he can kill you, that's the best. It's a good thing and not a costly thing. If he can't kill you, he doesn't lose anything. Although the 9 Grand Elders are evil sect elders, they're actually doing things their own way. They don't listen to whatever the High Pope says. Therefore, it doesn't really matter whether these people die or not. Not to mention that there are still many people who are problematic among the 9 Grand Elders. How can such a pile of loose sand accomplish anything? Look, this time Zélie Koro and Linlong have both been exposed. As for the other 7 Grand Elders, even those who died in battle, do you really think that they're all evil sect members? Zhang Tao sneered. It's possible that there aren't spies arranged by other holy lands. However, it's normal for these people to not reveal their identities. Old Lu is here. Don't cheer this time, lest you guys get into trouble. Many of them looked embarrassed. What did he say? They were not prepared to cheer. Fong Ping ignored them and went straight into the hall. In the hall, other than Wu Quishan and a few others who had gone to various catacombs, everyone else was present. Luo Yichuan and Zhang Jianheng looked helpless. Seeing Fong Ping enter, Luo Yichuan grumbled. Such a big thing. Why didn't you tell us in advance? Although we have just entered rank 7, but Fong Ping smiled. Don't talk about this. Instructors. In this big battle, even I am just a bystander. The main fights are between rank 9s. The Grand Masters of Wuan Military and Fallen Star Military have also joined forces to fight for years, and only then can they resist rank 9s. Both of you have seen for yourselves here in MCMAU. Even if you go, it will be a waste of time. Fong Ping did not say it directly, but his meaning was very clear. If they went, it would be no different from courting death. Among the few grandmasters who went, Lu Polu was seriously injured. Lu Fengru was seriously injured, especially Lu Fengru. If it were not for Fong Ping, she probably would not have survived. Beside them, Tang Feng and the others were a little sad, but they did not say anything. Fong Ping did not want to talk about this. This time, the MCMEU Grandmasters rushed to the rank 9 battleground for him. They were definitely risking their lives to go. However, sometimes being warm-hearted was not enough. In this big battle, the few rank 7 martial artists were almost a burden. Old Wang and Old Yao felt this way. Li Hansong, on the other hand, was iron-headed and powerful divine armor, which played a certain role. As for Qin Fengqin, this guy's role was to throw mentality avatars. Otherwise, even if he went, he would just be a bystander. After saying that, Fong Ping condensed some imperishable substance. He had given it to everyone present before, but many of them had used up their imperishable substance during the big battle. This time, luring the evil sect into action, on one hand, was to annihilate the evil sect, on the other hand, was related to Fong Ping. These evil sect powerhouses did not appear for no reason. The few elders' main purpose was still to kill Fong Ping. Therefore, Fong Ping had to bear these expenses. However, Fong Ping was considered lucky. This time, he had to suck some blood from old Zhang to replenish himself, or else he would go bankrupt. After chatting for a while, Zhang Tao sat down in the main seat and said, "This time, everyone has made a great contribution. You've killed 5 evil sect rank, 9 elders, 5 rank 8s, and many rank 7s. You've uprooted a malignant tumor for humanity. The government will also give you some rewards in the future. Of course, it won't be too much. We're all old acquaintances, so I won't say much." Li Zhen met up with the warlord and fought 2 against 4. In short, things are a little complicated. In the end, Warlord killed a Monster Life clan True King powerhouse and traded blows with a Monster Plant powerhouse. Both of them were heavily injured. Li Zhen defeated the remaining 2. At the crucial moment, Heavenly King Garrison also exchanged a blow with the Life King, forcing the Monster Life clan to retreat. But this time, Monster Life clan lost a true king powerhouse. There will probably be some unrest in the catacombs. Zhang Tao gave a brief explanation, but did not elaborate on the details. However, although Zhang Tao was a little worried about Warlord killing a Monster Life clan true king, he was more happy than worried. He smiled and said, "It's a good thing that Senior Warlord can kill a great enemy at this time. The Monster Life Royal Court has been restless, but we haven't fought before. I'm afraid they want to take the opportunity to test our strength. Warlord killed a true king powerhouse by himself, which will make them stop for a while." This time, it also made the restricted zone powerhouses understand that there are many human powerhouses, and Heavenly King Garrison is not the only one. If a war really breaks out, the number of true kings who will die will not be small. Maybe we can buy some time and delay the war. At the side, Fang Ping waited for Zhang Tao to finish and asked curiously, "Senior Warlord, did you get the other party's remains?" Zhang Tao shook his head. "It's not that simple. There's still hope if it's a one-on-one fight. The catacombs' true king was also there. The one who was killed turned into nothingness before he died, leaving almost nothing behind. At this realm, everyone is a decisive person. Since he's about to die, why would he let his remains be trampled by others and provide benefits to the enemy? But some things are also very interesting." Zhang Tao chuckled and said playfully, "The true king of the Monster Life clan did help the Battle King once before he died. The one from the Monster Plant clan, who was heavily injured, has something to do with him. The one who attacked with all his strength before he died wasn't the Battle King. Of course, it's hard to say. Warlord being able to kill that one is also beyond our expectations. Everyone, just listen to these things. There's no need to care too much." Everyone understood. It was useless to know these things. Maybe there was some conspiracy between the two royal courts. When Fang Ping heard that Warlord did not get the true king's remains, he was slightly disappointed. He said, "Vice-Chancellor and Instructorly came out so quickly. Minister, you said that there was a problem. Could it be caused by the discord between the Monster Life clan and the Monster Plant clan?" Zhang Tao laughed. "Probably, but it's hard to say. Both royal courts have their own schemes. It's very normal." Chapter 707. Zhang Tao's departure did not mean that the matter was over. In the hall, Fang Ping did not leave. The others were not in a hurry to leave, since their injuries had not healed. To everyone's surprise, Fang Ping suddenly grabbed Qin Fengqing. Then, amid Qin Fengqing's screams, he began to take off his shoes. "No! Fang Ping, don't!" Qin Fengqing screamed loudly. "Don't take away my divine weapon. I've just gotten used to it. Inhumane." Everyone was incomparably dumbfounded. What's going on? Fang Ping ignored him. As he took off his shoes, he said, "I'm just lending it to you for a while. You're just a bystander this time. I helped you clear the school's debt. It's not bad." "Bystander?" Qin Fengqing was furious. "Fang Ping, do you have a conscience?" Qin Fengqing said with grief and indignation, "In this battle, I killed 2 rank 9s with my early-stage rank 7 ability. I killed 10 rank 7s. You call that bystander? I risked my life to help, and you say I'm bystander? Say, who knows if old Zhang's stuff is real or fake? If it's fake, I'll die for sure. I treat you with such sincerity. I don't expect you to be grateful, but you can't speak against your conscience, can you? How am I bystander? I have to take back the shoes you gave me. Shut up, you. Fang Ping rolled his eyes and said impatiently, "Can you afford to keep 2 divine weapons? Either give me the shoes or give me the saber. You choose." Qin Fengqing had a divine weapon. He got it in Star Town last time. Could this guy afford to keep 2 divine weapons? Qin Fengqing looked helpless. He stammered, I can afford it. Get lost. Fong Ping cursed. Finally, he asked, which one do you choose? Choose yourself. I think the boots you chose are good. Swords and divine weapons are common, but there aren't many boots. Kid, you have a set for running. This suits you. Then I don't have an offensive weapon. An alloy saber is the same. Your ability is only SOSO anyway. You can't kill others, but it's good enough to outrun them. Qin Fengqing struggled for a long time. Finally, he said with grief and indignation, it's already on my feet, and you still want to take it away. That's too much. As soon as he said that, Fong Ping knew what he had chosen. Without hesitation, he quickly took off his boots. Fong Ping took off his boots. Under Qin Fengqing's pained gaze, he handed his rank 7 Changdao, rank 7 combat boots, and a rank 7 monster's carcass to Nan Yunping. Vice-Chancellor, Nan, I previously promised to give you a grade 8 divine weapon, but I used the grade 9 monster plant to forge a pair of combat boots. Now, I still have to use a divine weapon, although these 2 divine weapons and a monster beast corpse might not be comparable to a grade 8 divine weapon. The difference shouldn't be too big. Nan Yunping was a little surprised. She then smiled and said, there's no need. If I knew it was for me, I wouldn't have to take it off Qin Fengqing's feet. That won't do. Fong Ping chuckled. I mean what I say. If I say I'll give it to you, then I'll definitely give it to you. You risked your life to fight a rank 9 martial artist this time, which is an extra favor. If you don't do anything, these evil sect martial artists won't dare to target you or cause you trouble. This time, everyone is here for me, Fong Ping. Since I, Fong Ping, have said it, then there's nothing I won't do. Fong Ping forcefully handed the divine weapon and the monster beast corpse to Nan Yunping. Then he looked at the 10 rank 8 powerhouses from the Wuhan military and the Fallen Star military and said, everyone risked your lives to help this time. The Wuhan military's leading powerhouse smiled and said, Vice-Chancellor Fong, you're too kind. This is our duty. Evil sect martial artists should be punished. You can't say that. Exterminating evil sects can happen at any time. But this time, everyone came to Magic City for me, Fong Ping. However, I'm also short of money now. If it were in the past, Fong Ping sighed a little. Soon he smiled and said, even though I'm short of money, I can't ignore everyone's contribution. 1,000 caddies of rank 9 energy stones is also a small token of my appreciation for the time being. The 10 rank 8 powerhouses were a little dazed. Was this called being short of money? This was called a small token of my appreciation. 500 caddies of rank 9 energy stones were worth as much as 300 million in martial arts universities. 300 billion? 30 billion per person? Of course, this could not compare to the 3 divine weapons that Nan Yunping had obtained. A rank 7 divine weapon was worth 10 billion, but 10 billion could not buy a rank 7 divine weapon. It was that simple. Even 10 billion energy stones could not be exchanged for a rank 7 divine weapon. Even though they had a lot of people, they were not as strong as Nan Yunping. Yet, each of them had gotten tens of billions. The 10 rank 8 powerhouses were stunned. Fong Ping smiled and said, you don't have to be so courteous. If it were in the past, I, Fong Ping, wouldn't have been able to offer this much. That was really putting my life on the line. I'm different from the minister. The minister still has to think about all the martial artists in Sino Nation. I don't have to think so much. Everyone is here to help me. I, Fong Ping, can't be heartless. In the future, if there's a need, maybe I'll ask for your help again. As Fong Ping said that, he added nonchalantly, Maybe the next time I become the commander of the Yuan military or the Fallen Star military, everyone will have to eat from the same pot. Seniors, you are seniors and comrades at the same time. Please don't reject me again. Having said that, a big box appeared in front of Fang Ping. He handed it to the leader and said, "Divide these energy stones among yourselves." Also, I feel bad about Senior Li Yu's death in battle this time. I only have 10 caddies of life essence left. I hope the seniors can pass it to Senior Li Yu's family. I won't go. I can't bear to see these things. Senior Li Yu died for me. If I go, I don't know how to face the senior's family. Fang Ping took out another bottle and handed it to the Fallen Star military powerhouse. After dealing with these, Fang Ping looked at Wang Qinghai and smiled. "Minister, this time you risked your life to help." Minister Wang laughed. "Don't. I'll pass. Actually, I was the one who suggested the plan to wipe out the evil sect. That's because they wanted to kill me. Minister, you don't have to excuse me." As Fang Ping spoke, an IOU appeared in his hand. He crushed it immediately and laughed. "It was just a joke in the past. Minister, you don't have to take it seriously. Also, Minister, you're a 5th stage golden body. If you want to break through to rank 9, the consumption will be huge. Minister, I'm giving you 200 caddies of rank 9 energy stones as a congratulatory gift." Not giving Wang Qinghai a chance to refuse, Fang Ping looked at Chen Yaoding and said, "Old Chen has risked his life to save my lifetime and time again. I can't repay this favor. There are many people in SCMU too. I've prepared 300 caddies of rank 9 energy stones. Old Chen, bring it back to SCMU's instructors and students to use it. Hopefully, there will be a second Grandmaster soon." In a moment, Fang Ping had given away 1,500 caddies of rank 9 energy stones, worth 450 billion, 2 divine weapons, and 1 demon beast. In addition to the 10 caddies of life essence, it was worth more than 500 billion. While giving away these, Fang Ping was still lamenting, "This time, I'm really short of money. I've spent too much. This is the only thing I have to show my sincerity. Previously, I still had a lot of energy liquids and imperishable substance energy liquids. In the end, I spent all of them for Instructor Li's breakthrough. If there's another chance in the future, I won't be as stingy as I was today." Fang Ping was full of emotions. The powerhouses who heard him were all dumbfounded. This kid was not just rich. From what he said, he was almost bankrupt. In the end, a starving camel was still bigger than a horse. Whatever he threw out, they could eat until their mouths were full of oil. The Dragon King and Group Leader Beigong are both rank 9 powerhouses. They contributed a lot this time, too. However, this time, I really can't take out anything useful for a rank 9. The 2 seniors' promissory notes were also a joke. Everyone, please help me send them back to these 2 seniors. Fang Ping took out the promissory notes both of them had made earlier and asked them to return them to these 2. The rank 9 powerhouses had made promissory notes. Even though Fang Ping was joking and did not say that he wanted them, it was still somewhat prickly. Those who were stingy, who knew what they would think. After returning the promissory notes, Fang Ping could be considered to have repaid these 2's favor for helping out this time. As for purging the evil sect, it was not necessarily these people's duty. Purging the evil sect was everyone's duty. If these few really did not come this time, Fang Ping could not do anything about it. After settling, these people were all considered outsiders. As for Kong Lingyuan, Fang Ping had also given him a lot of imperishable substances. As for the rest, it was not much use for Kong Lingyuan. This debt could be considered settled. Although he had given away a large sum of wealth, Fang Ping was still smiling happily, saying casually, "I may be young, but I will never do anything that will make others bleed and cry." Also, Although the Wuhan military is good, and the Fallen Star military is also strong, I think that perhaps all of you seniors have other paths to take. For example, coming to MCMAU to be the next instructor. Now, MCMAU is about to take charge of the Magic City catacombs, after the Wuhan military has settled the Forbidden Catacombs matters. I'm afraid that all of you seniors will also be assigned to various places. But will other places be as happy as MCMAU? Here in the Magic City catacombs, MCMU will destroy this catacombs sooner or later. All of you seniors are powerhouses who have killed their way out of mountains of corpses and seas of blood. In other places, it's suffocating. We can't fight. Here in Magic City, we can fight. Even if we don't take the initiative, they will. Because I, Fong Ping, am from MCMAU. I'm a thorn in the catacombs side. The two majestic houses can't wait to kill me, Fong Ping said with a straight face. Therefore, among all the catacombs, Magic City catacombs will have the most battles and the most intense. If all of you seniors want to pursue a quiet life, then you can go to other places. If you want to fight to your heart's content, then come to MCMAU, come to Magic City. As soon as he said this, the expressions of the 10-rank, 8 powerhouses from the two armies changed slightly. Beside them, Lu Po Lu and the others were stunned. Poaching. F***CK. First, Fong Ping gave them benefits, showing them what it meant to be rich and imposing, and what it meant to share blessings together. Then, he brought up the matter of inviting them to Magic City catacombs. Was this not obviously poaching the two Paragon powerhouses? If the two of them found out about this, they would beat Fong Ping to death. Was it easy for the two armies to nurture a rank? 8. The Wuhan military had 38,000-man regiments. This was the accumulation of old Zhang for decades, including the commander and deputy commander. There were a total of 40 high-ranked powerhouses. Among them, there were about 10 rank 8 powerhouses. However, among them, there were some who had just entered rank 8, some who had surpassed rank 8 third refinement, and only these 5 people in front of him. If they were poached away, old Zhang would tear Fong Ping apart alive. The Fallen Star military was more or less the same. Fong Ping did not care about this. After chatting for a while, he looked at Nan Yunping and said, "Vice-Chancellor Nan, FMS's school spirit is strict, and there are many powerhouses. However, things are not the same now. Once MCMAU takes over the Magic City catacombs, there may be frequent wars that will be more intense than before. In the past, most of FMS's students would enter the Magic City military department to train, but now the military department may withdraw very soon. Will FMS withdraw with them? Vice-Chancellor Nan, have you considered the merger between FMS and MCMAU? Nan Yunping was a little confused. What was wrong? What happened? Was FMS and MCMAU going to merge just like that? Fong Ping smiled and said, "In MCMAU, the southern area is not small. There are mineral veins and sufficient energy. FMS is located on a small island, far from the catacombs passageway. To be honest, it's not very suitable as a school site. FMS doesn't have many students either, only about 3,000 in total. If they merge with MCMAU, it won't be a burden to MCMAU. Vice-Chancellor Nan doesn't have to worry about this. In the past, there were 102 martial arts universities and military schools. That was to increase competitiveness, to let each school blossom and cultivate different kinds of powerhouses. However, now that the situation is critical, I think we should work together. There is strength in numbers. Let's make the same voice heard. Of course, Vice-Chancellor Nan can consider this. I will also fight for the Ministry of Education." Chun Yaoding saw that Fong Ping was looking at him and was speechless. SCMU was in the north. They would not merge with you. Don't mention it. Fong Ping did not care. He looked at the slightly dazed Kong Lingyuan and chuckled. Hi, Grandmaster Kong. This was Kong Lingyuan's first time meeting Fong Ping, but he also felt the pressure. He immediately smiled and said, I'm going to Zhongzhou's catacombs soon. As for coming to MCMAU, forget it. After all, I won't have much time to go out of the catacombs in the future. It's okay to have the title of honorary vice-chancellor. When the time comes, the High Grandmaster can receive a certain amount of cultivation resources from MCMAU every month. Although it's not worth mentioning to a rank 9, it's more or less an income. Kong Lingyuan laughed and said, I think I'll pass. I have a position in the central government. I can't get double the treatment. Kong Lingyuan and Northern Spear King Wang, you were both powerhouses from the central government. On the ranking, the original top 10 were 7 people from the 3 ministries and 4 houses. Zhao Xingwu was 1. Compared to the catacombs, they were only SOSO. Fong Ping felt that these people were not enough for Magic City's catacombs. After hearing that, Qin Fengqing did not say much. He chuckled and said, Fong Ping, you've given them so many energy stones. You should settle the 100 billion you owe me first. Fong Ping interrupted him directly. Then, ignoring him, he looked at old Wang and the rest and said, I was in closed-door cultivation earlier. I didn't give them the harvest from the last time. I've used up all the energy liquids and taken all the energy stones. You guys share some of the energy soil. Fong Ping took out a large amount of energy soil. Then he sighed and said, All right, I'm almost bankrupt. It was not almost. Other than 60 million wealth points, he was already bankrupt. Of course, there were still a few miscellaneous things. For example, some tables, chairs, and benches made from monster plants. However, Fong Ping planned to move these into the Crystal Tower. He was also a rank 8 powerhouse, so he needed to have some extravagance. As for the rest, there were only the mineral veins left. As for other things, he gave them what needed to be given and spent what needed to be spent. Fong Ping earned money quickly, but he spent it even faster. It had not even been a month since he left Capital City, and he had already spent all the harvest from the last time. Last time, he had harvested trillions of resources and trillions of wealth points. In the end, he was a gold-swallowing monster. So was Old Man Li. Old Man Li was still in the stabilization phase now. It was not time to harvest, so he still needed to rely on Fong Ping's support. In this way, after a big battle, Fong Ping had completely spent all those things. Among the 5 rank 9 powerhouses who were killed previously, only 4th Elder left behind a rank 8 divine weapon in the end. This was because Zhang Tao, who killed him, was too strong. The other party did not even have the chance to fight back. Fong Ping did not take this rank 8 divine weapon. With Zhang Tao around, would that old schemer give Fong Ping a chance? When he killed the other party, he took it away. Fong Ping's storage space became empty once again. Fong Ping sighed in his heart. This spending was too much. If this went on, even if he robbed a territory, it would not be enough for him to spend for long. I still have to go down to the catacombs. The powerhouses on Earth are too poor. Although a few rank 9s had died this time, if these rank 9s were to say that they had left behind many properties, Fong Ping would not believe it himself. At rank 9, how many properties would there be? Zhang Tao said that he could get 300 to 400 billion. Fong Ping felt that the credibility was not too high unless he was robbing in the Holy Land. I hope I can get more things back. At least let me recover 100 million wealth points. Thinking of these, Fong Ping said, Be more stable for now. A true king has fallen in the catacombs. They might be holding back their anger now. I won't go down to the catacombs for the time being. Recently, I will mainly cultivate martial arts and forge a golden body. Now, I have entered rank 8 third refinement. After completing the third refinement, I will be a middle stage rank 8 martial artist. Everyone, work hard. If you go down to the catacombs for a long time, you won't have time to accumulate. In the past, we were invincible among our peers. But now, I might not be a match for a middle stage rank 8 martial artist. I can only rely on delaying tactics. Everyone nodded. Qin Fengqing was no exception. He used to be quite powerful, but he had progressed too quickly recently. He could not control his strength well enough. This could be seen from the energy flame body forging earlier. If it had been Old Man Li that day, he would not have lost control at all. Qin Fengqing, on the other hand, lost control a few times and almost blew himself up. A martial artist could only unleash greater strength if they had better control over their strength. Fang Ping's vitality was as high as 60,000 calories and above. However, having a vitality of more than 60,000 calories did not mean that Fang Ping could unleash the corresponding combat strength of more than 60,000 calories. His strength and Chen Yaoting's were about the same. Chen Yaoting had just completed the third refinement. Now, he was entering the fourth golden body forging. His vitality was around 70,000 calories. However, Fang Ping was no match for Chen Yaoting. If he did not use his wealth to convert large amounts of imperishable substances, Chen Yaoting's vitality control could reach at least 60%. 70,000 calories vitality could unleash a force of more than 40,000 calories. As for Fang Ping, it would be considered good if his control could reach 40%. In reality, he might not even have that. He was not like Old Man Li, that freak, although he was improving fast, and his vitality was as high as 90,000 calories now. If Old Man Li unleashed an outburst, he could unleash at least 70,000 calories and above, coupled with the 10,000 Dao as one. The power of his vitality would almost double. With his strength, it was not surprising that he could kill a rank 9. Both of them were only a few refinements apart, but the difference in strength was not just a few times. When Fang Ping said that everyone lacked accumulation, he was not referring to him alone. Li Hansong and the rest also had the same problem. Now, the advantage that they had among their peers was getting smaller and smaller. By the time they reached rank 9, they might not have any advantage anymore, except for a stronger weapon and a more solid foundation. Chapter 708. On October 10th, Fang Ping broke through to rank 8. Of course, this was only a breakthrough on the surface. Even though it was a few days later than it actually was, Fang Ping's breakthrough still caused a sensation. On the day of Fang Ping's breakthrough, an evil sect powerhouse came to make trouble and was killed by Fang Ping. And the others, this was also some information that was announced to the outside world. During the battle that day, many Chinese powerhouses sensed the power of the battle. However, he did not reveal the exact details. He did not say how many experts from the evil sect had come, nor did he say how many people he had killed. He did not say who the evil sect's experts were. Some people's identities might cause a huge uproar if they were made public. Valma of the ancient Buddhist sacred land, Zhao Xingwu of China country's sects, Morda of the Andes Mountains. These did not even include Lin Long and Zali Caro of the Nation of Gods. The identities of these people were too special. Once it was exposed, it might cause a huge impact. The invasion of the evil cult was brushed aside as if it was insignificant. Everyone only saw the glory of Fang Ping's breakthrough. They did not care about the evil sect. This was the mentality of ordinary people. On October 11th, the guru list was updated again. Recently, the list had been updated frequently. At the end of September, when Fang Ping returned to MCMAU, The ranking list was updated once. Logically speaking, the Grandmaster rankings updating speed was extremely slow, but it was updated again in October. The rank 8 ranking list originally had 106 people. Li Yu from the Fallen Stars Battalion, who had died in battle, was not on the list. Now that Lu Polu and Fong Ping had broken through to rank 8, the list was now 108. The 5 rank 8 martial artists who died in the Evil Sect battle earlier were not Sino Nation martial artists either. They came from all over the world. 108 people. This time, Fong Ping had a taste of what Li Changsheng had felt. Rank 8 ranking list, Fong Ping 108th. Finally, Lu Polu 107, slightly better than Fong Ping. McMao, Fong Ping, who had just rested for a day, saw the rankings. He picked up his phone a few times, but eventually put it down. Forget it. He was too lazy to threaten the 2 presidents of the Martial Arts Association. He was a rank 8 martial artist who had completed rank 8 second refinement and was about to enter rank 8 third refinement. He also had a rank 9 divine weapon and a rank 8 divine weapon as his main attack. The Martial Arts Association actually ranked him last. Fong Ping did not want to say anything else. Sooner or later, these 2 old fellows would have to fight. Fong Ping was at the bottom of the ranking list. On the other side, on the rank 7 ranking list, someone was also at the bottom. Qin Fengqing, who had just broken through, ranked 403rd on the rank 7 ranking list, the last. There were originally 402 people on the rank 7 ranking list. Fong Ping and Lu Polu had broken through, and Luo Yichuan and Zhang Jianhong had replaced them. Including Qin Fengqing, there were 403 people, and Qin Fengqing was last. Fong Ping was just looking at the ranking list when someone said in his ear, "Come to the main hall." Fong Ping heard the voice and realized that Wu Quishan had returned. He breathed a sigh of relief and flew toward the meeting hall. Previously, when Wu Quishan and Li Changsheng went to Zhongzhou Catacombs and Beihu Catacombs, Fong Ping was worried that something might have happened to them. Now that the 2 of them had returned safely, he felt much more at ease. In the meeting hall, Fong Ping had just entered when Qin Fengqing let out a humph. "Last place among rank 7. You really think highly of me." Fong Ping said exasperatedly, "That's enough. A rank 8 didn't complain in the end. What do you have to complain about?" Qin Fengqing shrugged. Forget it. He would not bother with the Martial Arts Association. All along, he did not care much about these things. He just felt that being last place was embarrassing. In the hall, Old Man Li was a little tired. After waiting for the 2 of them to finish talking, he said with a smile, "So be it if he's last. That's good too. A tall tree attracts the wind." Fong Ping was too ostentatious before. Now that he has just broken through to rank 8, his combat strength is not that great. At least he can keep a low profile if he's last. Beside him, Wu Quishan said with amusement, "Low profile? How can he keep a low profile? Let's not talk about the huge commotion caused by the breakthrough. He just broke through to rank 7 at the end of July and reached rank 8 in mid-October. In less than 3 months, he broke all the records in the world. Who in the world doesn't know Fong Ping now? A 20-year-old rank 8, and he's still keeping a low profile. The Catacombs has put a bounty on his head all the way to the 108 territories. Fong Ping was a little embarrassed. He kept talking about these things all the time. It was not like he wanted to be wanted. Wu Quishan did not continue. He gestured for the few of them to sit down. When Lu Fenggru, who was the last to arrive, Wu Quishan stared at her for a while and breathed a sigh of relief. "Be more careful next time. Yesterday, Lu Fengru almost died there. Wu Quishan was very worried. Lu Fengru did not say anything either. She sat down on her own. When everyone had arrived, Wu Quishan said, "Yesterday, the Heidi catacombs were breached. The catacombs martial artists in the Heidi catacombs worked together from the inside and outside to receive Zhao Xingwu and Lu Fengru. Both of them broke into the catacombs and headed straight for Imperial Sea Mountain. There was no absolute centipede guarding the passageway there. The rank 9 guarding the passageway was defeated by both of them. Both of them entered the Forbidden Zone. He lost all his face. He felt that it was beneath him to be on the same level as Zhang Tao. Fang Ping was dumbfounded. How could this happen? What did old Zhang say yesterday? Did he not beat the 2 true kings until they called him daddy? In the end, he was beaten until he called him daddy? He actually had the guts to run to Heavenly King's side. Fang Ping thought about it for a while. If he could not beat his opponent, he would find a powerhouse to back him up. This was a familiar trick. Old man Li Wu Quishan, and the rest could not help but laugh. However, Wu Quishan still put on a straight face and said, "Minister Zhang's combat strength is still extremely strong. This time, he couldn't defeat 2 true kings. Fang Ping, this has something to do with you. If it wasn't for the fact that he split into multiple mentality avatars, Minister Zhang's combat strength is considered top-notch among those at the pinnacle. He wouldn't have ended up like this." Fang Ping nodded and then laughed. "It's hard to say. He might not be faking it. I don't believe that old Zhang doesn't have the confidence to fight 2 true kings. If Warlord can kill one of them, old Zhang most likely has the same strength. Even if he split into a few avatars, it might not affect his strength much. I think he's trying to trick people. If you don't believe me, just wait and see. When the war really breaks out, old Zhang might be able to kill a powerhouse among true kings. It can't be, right?" It's hard to say. On MCMEU's side, Fang Ping and the others were discussing the current situation. Capital City, Education Department, Li Zhen and the other 2 gathered again. At this moment, Nan Yunue also said with a look of disdain, "Zhang Tao, aren't you ashamed? To think that you were still bragging about being invincible at the pinnacle. In the end, you actually went to seek help from subduing Heavenly King. I'm ashamed for you." Zhang Tao snorted disdainfully and said lightly, "Women's opinions. Yesterday, Warlord flaunted his prowess, and that was enough. Li Zhen also fought 1 against 2. If I show my invincibility and am stronger than both of them, do you think yesterday's war will end so quickly? If I really show my invincible strength, maybe the 2 temple masters will make a move. After all, I've already posed a great threat to them. Warlord is still not enough to threaten them. But I'm different. I can threaten these 2 old things. Say, if they feel the pressure, do you think the 2 of them will still be able to sit still like they are now?" After saying that, Zhang Tao chuckled and said, "Don't worry. When the war breaks out, I'll let you see what a real invincible powerhouse is. A powerhouse who walked the same path." Li Zhen was too lazy to say more. Very quickly, he frowned and said, "Zhao Xingwu has entered the restricted area. If this news gets out, it'll be troublesome. Zhang Tao, haven't you been in contact with the sects?" "Why would Zhao Xingwu betray them?" Zhang Tao said lightly. "How would I know?" "Despair, unwillingness wanting to enter the peak. There are many reasons. However, he is not a peak expert after all. His influence is limited. The sects are weak now. He can't raise his arm and call for help. Zhao Xingwu's matter is not urgent. If he dares to appear in the outer realms, he must be killed. The rule that peak experts cannot act in the outer realms is useless. He is not in this group, and he doesn't dare to show his face in the outer realms. Li Zhen, you were the first to come out yesterday. Did you sense the presence of the Pope? Li Jun frowned and said with a cold face, No, this rat is hiding very well. He is very far away from me. He doesn't dare to get too close to me, at least 500 li away. However, there were many battles yesterday, so we can exclude some people. In China, the three of us are not peak experts. My family's old ancestor, Warlord, Guardian Shen, they all released their auras yesterday. If the Pope is the peak of China, then it can only be those few. However, the possibility is not high. I think they are from the other sacred lands. Yesterday was the fiercest battle in China. If the peak experts left at that time, they could be discovered at any time. You went to my family's old ancestor, probably to check if the others were there. Everyone knows you are sinister. If the Pope was really a peak expert, he wouldn't have shown up yesterday, because you could go and check at any time. No one is stupid. How can we not be on guard against you? Zhang Tao glanced at him and said with a faint smile, Praise me or belittle me? Li Jun said lightly, Of course I'm praising you. Everyone knows how shameless you are. Is there a need to belittle you? Zhang Tao snorted and said with a smile, You're right. I did want to check those who didn't release their auras yesterday. Unfortunately, the commotion at Warlord's side was too big and attracted the subduing Heavenly King and the others. However, I can't completely rule them out. Never mind. I won't pursue it now. It's fine as long as I know. Anyway, be careful. Don't be like that idiot mystic Jade monarch yesterday. Damn, I can't believe that idiot didn't guard against the Monster Plant clan at all. Zhang Tao felt sympathy for the fallen monarch. He shook his head and said, Not only are they not from the same clan, they're not from the same royal court, and they used to be enemies. Even if they're allies, they can't not guard against them, can they? He was tricked just like that. Isn't he an idiot? Tricked. Li Jun was surprised. Zhang Tao, what do you mean? Zhang Tao glanced at him and said tiredly, Are you an idiot too? Weren't you at the scene yesterday? I didn't even go and I knew he was tricked. You didn't see it. Do you think I don't know Warlord's strength? First, the second Wangs haven't recovered their strength yet. They won't go out if they hide in the battlefield. At this time, believe it or not, the 4 Catacombs Kings will send a large number of powerhouses into the battlefield. Whether it's killing the second Wangs or relying on them, it won't be peaceful. At this time, they won't care about us. Second, the second Wangs have recovered their strength. After recovering their strength, do you think the Life Kings and the others will be willing to give up the kings? The second Wangs will be willing to bow down to them. What unity against foreign enemies? T. In their eyes, we're not a big threat. On the other hand, the probability of internal strife is as high as 90%. The Life Kings and the others have been coveting the second Wang's Tao of Origins for a long time. When the time comes, just wait and see. When the second Wangs appear, it won't be the catacombs' strength skyrocketing, but the catacombs will be in chaos. The kings from thousands of years ago have returned. Will the kings from thousands of years later bow down to them? Don't count on the catacombs people. Li Jun frowned. Zhang Tao, don't be rash. If they really join forces and the second Wangs appear, the catacombs' strength will skyrocket. Zhang Tao laughed. Li Jun, don't be silly. Don't you think we're gambling now? Without the second Wangs, are we a match for the catacombs? Not at all. With the second Wangs, we won't be their match. Actually, the outcome will be the same. However, once the second Wangs and the current True King Hall start fighting, they'll give us a chance of survival. One is an outcome of certain defeat. The other is an outcome that might give us a chance of survival. Which do you think we should choose? Zhang Tao said with a profound look in his eyes. That is to bet that they won't get along. The fate of mankind was a gamble. In any case, no matter how bad the result is, it won't be that bad. At worst, the two kings will join forces with them, and we'll just have to kill a few less true monarchs. But when that time comes, will it really matter how many we kill? Li Jun took a deep breath and said in a low voice, "Do you think Fong Ping can do it? You should know that the catacombs, and we have been exploring the King battlefield for many years, but we still can't find the location of the two kings." "Nonsense! Is there even a need to find?" Zhang Tao sneered and said, "The palace in the depths of the palace, where the peerless living dead made their move, is definitely the place where they hibernated. That place is extremely dangerous. There is no chance of survival." "I know." "Then why did you send Fong Ping to his death?" Zhang Tao smiled and said, "How can you say it's suicide? If you don't believe me, there's a high chance that this kid won't die. Instead, there's a high chance that he'll bring the two kings out." Of course, he was in no hurry to gamble with his life. He was still a little weak. He would wait until he was a rank 9. If he didn't want to go, then Yao Qingjun would go. Yao Qingjun was in charge of the Myriad Origins Hall, and he might even be related to those people from the Land of War. What's there to be afraid of? When the time comes, you can call for Heavenly King subduing to rescue them. It's only 1,000 kilometers away. As long as they don't die inside and escape, they'll be fine. Li Jun looked at him deeply and sighed. "Sometimes I feel that your heart is much more ruthless than mine," Zhang Tao said softly. "Ruthless? Maybe. But Li Jun, you have probably forgotten what time it is now. The nation had been wiped out. Fong Ping still has hopes of reaching the summit. It's fine if he doesn't go. Yao Qingjun, you focus on him. He's from a military school. Your words carry more weight than mine. Let him go in and explore. If he was the enemy of the two kings, he might be able to stimulate their recovery. I don't want anyone to die, but when it's really necessary, someone has to die. Today it's them, and tomorrow it'll be us. Abandon Earth and wander in space." Ridiculous. Stubbornly guarding the catacombs was even more ridiculous. A few years later, will we be catacombs humans or Earth humans? Moreover, how can we allow others to sleep beside our beds? When that time comes, will the catacombs let us conquer a territory and defend it, waiting for a chance to counterattack? Some people are too naive. They're already hundreds of years old. What are they thinking? Zhang Tao shook his head and laughed at himself. "I don't know if there will be people who hate me when that day comes. There might be a lot of people who hate me, but it's okay. I don't care." Figures flashed across Zhang Tao's mind. After a long time, he suddenly laughed. "Sometimes I feel that it might have been better not to break through to this summit." Both Nan Yunyue and Li Jun were silent. Zhang Tao laughed again. "There's no point in chatting with you two. You two old farts don't know how to talk. I'll find time to talk to Fong Ping later. This thing wants to take over my position. I want him to, but he's not ruthless enough now. He's a little too inexperienced." Zhang Tao chuckled. "Why don't we teach him a lesson and make him suffer a little?" Li Jun could not be bothered with him. After a while, he said, "Don't be crazy. We'll leave first. Don't be too stressed. The elder ancestor is still here." Zhang Tao smiled. He leaned against the chair and said nothing. Nan Yunyue and Li Jun did not stay for long either. They left quickly. After they left, Zhang Tao sighed softly. "Don't be too stressed. I'm not like you two idiots. It's not optimistic. That old fart warlord is too full of himself. Why must he kill Xian Yu? Idiot, if it were me, I would have saved Xian Yu's life. Motherf asterisk her. I've already warned him in advance." The old fart insisted on showing off. I'll hammer him to death sooner or later. Zhang Tao cursed under his breath. What the hell is that old fart warlord doing? Can't he change his bad temper? He still has the cheek to scold me? He's ruined my big plan. Please remember this book's domain name. Nine Heavens Divine Emperor mobile version website. Jiang Chao took the phone and said in a low voice, "Don't listen to my grandfather. What ancestor is very happy. Previously, when the Martial King and the Nether King came to visit Ancestor, not only did Ancestor scold the Martial King, he also scolded you. He said that the next time he sees you, he will beat you to death. Fong Ping, it's good that you didn't come. If you did, I might beat you to death." Fong Ping was stunned for a moment. Why? Very quickly, Fong Ping's gaze turned sharp, and he could not help but curse in a low voice. Even a paragon has a loose mouth. He was so stifled that he didn't know how to curse anymore. Old Zhang, this old bastard, shameless. There was no need to ask. It was definitely old Zhang who told him that he had scolded the Battle King. However, Fong Ping felt that he was very innocent. I didn't scold him. I was just telling the truth, saying that the Battle King's mentality is weak and his avatar can't kill an origin path powerhouse. Just look and you'll know. Li Zhen's avatar could not kill Fifth Elder. Old Zhang's mentality avatar was not weak. It killed Sixth Elder Morta, but that was also because Morta did not put up much of a guard. Of course, from this, it could be seen that old Zhang's avatar was still extremely powerful. No matter how careless Morta was, he was still an origin path powerhouse. He would not be so careless. In the end, he was still killed. This was also a gap in the avatar's strength. Jiang Chao said a few words, then chuckled and said, "Let's not talk about Ancestor first. Fong Ping, I'm going to achieve rank 7 soon. Tell me, when the time comes, should I hold a Grandmaster banquet?" Also, Li Fei and Zheng Nanqi, these two fellows are going to achieve it soon too. They're both at Mentality Vitality Fusion now. Zisu has also achieved peak rank 6. Previously, everyone said that our generation in Star City is not as good as those fellows before us. Now they're slapping their faces. We're almost at rank 7 now, he said excitedly. Fong Ping was stunned for a moment. After a while, he said, "Li Fei and the others haven't achieved rank 7 yet?" Jiang Chao was dazed for a while. Suddenly, he did not know what to say. Fong Ping sighed. Back then, they were upper stage rank 6. Qin Fengqin had just achieved rank 5. I was also only peak rank 5. Now I'm already rank 8. Qin Fengqin is already rank 7. Why are they still stuck at rank 6? Jiang Chao wanted to cry, but had no tears. After a long while, he said dryly, "The back then that you're talking about was in April this year. We only met then. In June, we only participated in the youth tournament. In July, we only entered the Land of Kings. It's October now. Fong Ping, from the time we met until now, it's only been half a year. Only half a year. In this half a year, we've improved rapidly. I achieved Mentality Vitality Fusion from middle stage rank 6. Zisu has already achieved peak rank 6 from early stage rank 6. According to our original plan, even if we entered the Land of Kings, we'd need to spend 1 or 2 years before we could achieve rank 7. Why do you think that we're slow?" Jiang Chao was very gloomy. They were fast, super fast. They were almost faster than his family's freak. His family's freak had only broken through to rank 7 after entering the Land of Kings for close to a year. Li Fei and the rest were not very optimistic before this. Now, however, everyone was about to achieve rank 7. It could be said that suppressing Star City had exploded once again in their generation. However, they were looked down upon. When he thought about it, it did not seem to be wrong. Fong Ping and the rest were too King scary. Fong Ping was a little absent-minded at this moment. After a while, he laughed. Only half a year has passed. Only half a year had passed. Why did he feel that a lot of time had passed? In this half a year, he went to the Tiananmen catacombs and went to the Void Mausoleum Grotto Heaven. He went to the Magic City catacombs and destroyed Sky Gate City. He participated in the World Youth Tournament and went to the Land of Kings to kill a large number of catacombs geniuses. He went to the Shishan catacombs and entered the Shwanda Grotto Heaven. He went to the Forbidden Catacombs and lured out the evil sect's 9 High Elders. His ability even went from rank 5 to rank 8. Not rank 4 in a year, but rank 3.5 a year. If Jiang Chao did not mention it, Fong Ping would have almost forgotten about it. It turned out that all of this had happened in half a year. Of course, it's only been half a year. Jiang Chao said helplessly, "To be honest, you guys are living a fulfilling life. Anyway, this half a year has been full of news about you guys. It's all news about you guys, one after another, almost never stopping. Over here in Suppressing Star City, everyone knows your name, Fong Ping. My pervert is going crazy. He just came back a few days ago, and then he went to the Land of Kings again, saying that he won't come back until he's rank 8. When he was rank 7, you hadn't started martial arts yet. He's already upper stage rank 7, and you're rank 8. Don't mention it. When you announced that you were going to break through to rank 8, the pervert yelled like a madman at home, saying that he's the real genius. He ran away that night, and nobody could stop him." At this point, Jiang Chao said again, All right, let's not talk about this. Fong Ping, do you think we should hold a Grand Master banquet now that I've broken through to rank 7? Are you going to break through? Didn't you say that it would take a long time for mentality-vitality fusion to reach stage 7 in Startown? Jiang Chao chuckled and said, "That was in the past. It's much better now. We haven't been idle during this period of time. Li Fei and the rest have gone to the king's battleground a few times. Last time, you almost killed everyone. Ji Yao and the rest have broken through to rank 7. There aren't many people in the rank 6 region now. It can be said that this is our world. You went too." Fong Ping was a little surprised. Jiang Chao had also gone to the king's battleground. Was he not afraid of being beaten to death? Jiang Chao thought nothing of it. He chuckled and said, "Of course I'm going. I'm not you. Now that everyone knows it's your fault, I'm just a scapegoat. My ancestor is still a battle monarch, so they don't dare to cross realms to deal with me. With you attracting everyone's attention, these people don't really care about us. Right now, Feng, Mieshing, Ji Yao, and the others from the rank 7 region are bent on finding trouble with you. Small fries like us are being ignored." Fong Ping could not help but laugh. He opened his mouth and said, "That's good too. Let these people keep watching. However, if you really break through, I might not be able to go and congratulate you. The problem is that even if I go, Star Town doesn't welcome me. Really, I didn't do anything. It was Old Yao who did it last time. What's the meaning of you guys rejecting me? Forget it. Look at the situation now. Who doesn't know that you're the one who secretly comes up with bad ideas?" Jiang Chao said with a chuckle. Very quickly, he added, "In the future, you can call me any time. My ancestor is back." He opened a small hole in the regional wall. "In the future, we can also go online and watch television here." Jiang Chao. Before Jiang Chao could finish his sentence, the call was hung up. Fong Ping could already imagine how Jiang Yuanhua would beat this guy up. A small hole was opened in the regional wall. This was Startown's secret. Jiang Chao, this city trader, was starting to sell information again. Fong Ping did not know whether to laugh or cry. He made it sound like it was a big secret. I'm just too lazy to go to Startown. If I really want to go, I can go in without opening the hole. After hanging up the phone, Qin Fengqing chuckled and said, Fong Ping, are you going to the catacombs soon? Why don't we go to the Tian'an catacombs? There are no high-ranked powerhouses in the Tian'an catacombs. How about we go to the bounded zone? You were thrown out last time. Didn't you gain something in the Schwanda Grotto? Maybe you weren't strong enough last time. This time, we're both high-ranked. How about we go and make some money? Fong Ping said as he walked, I won't bring you along. I'm rank 7. Qin Fengqing looked indignant. He was a high-ranked powerhouse. Fong Ping could not be bothered with him. He shook his head and said, Don't go to the bounded zone for now. It might not be a good thing. There might be powerhouses sleeping in the bounded zone. If you go, you might disturb them. Moreover, the powerhouses sleeping in the bounded zone might not be as easy to talk to as the Schwanda Grotto. Before this, we were looking for cultivation methods. Although middle-ranked martial artists still lack mentality cultivation methods, we don't need them for now. If we go now, other than getting some energy earth and energy stones, what else can we do? Qin Fengqing thought about it and felt that it made sense. He said hurriedly, Then why don't we go to Mount Royal Sea to kill some monsters and get some divine weapons back? Fong Ping tilted his head and looked at him. He frowned and said, We're not going anywhere. Stabilizing the realm is the most important. It's not hard for you to materialize your brain nucleus. Materialize your brain nucleus as soon as possible and cultivate for a while to control your strength. You've just reached rank 7. Where can you go? Also, you've reached rank 7 and your realm is stable. Go to Magic City's catacombs as soon as possible. If you really have nothing to do, go to Monster Sunflower City and hook up a few rank 7s. Kill them and weaken Monster Sunflower City's strength. Over at Monster Sunflower City, I've been thinking about that big sunflower. Although we can cultivate mentality ourselves, the sunflower's sunflower seeds can increase mentality. I'm guessing it should be a treasure that can strengthen the brain nucleus. If the sunflower seeds have such an effect, what about the big sunflower's flower head? Monster Sunflower City has 2 rank 9s, 3 rank 8s, and 14 rank 7s. This was their previous combat strength. Now, there are 2 rank 9s, 2 rank 8s, and 8 rank 7s. Don't you like to look for trouble? Then go look for trouble, and try killing a few rank 7s. When we're fully prepared one day, we'll wipe out Monster Sunflower City and kill that big sunflower. After materializing the brain nucleus, the big sunflower's sunflower seeds may be more targeted and accelerate the growth of our mentality. When Fong Ping mentioned these, Qin Fengqing was almost drooling. Monster Sunflower City's big sunflower had really been eyeing for a long time. As early as when Fong Ping and the others raided the lair of the first rank 7 martial artist, Commander Skywolf, they had already received news about that big sunflower. At that time, Fong Ping and Qin Fengqing had just entered middle ranks. Now, one was rank 7 and the other was rank 8. Now, Qin Fengqing did not mention entering the bounded domain anymore. The most important thing for rank 7 was to increase mentality. Going to the bounded domain might not necessarily result in a big increase in mentality. On the contrary, that big sunflower's effect on rank 7 martial artists was more obvious. All right, then I'll go cultivate. I'll materialize the brain nucleus first. After killing that big sunflower, I'll quickly enter upper stage rank 7. Hone my skull. Enter rank 8. Forge a golden body. Comprehend the origin path. Enter rank 9. Then follow the path to the end and enter the impasse realm. Qin Fengqing arranged his own path plan in a few words. There was not much to arrange. It was just to be fast, fast, fast. It would be best to enter the peak immediately. Fang Ping saw that he was running fast and did not bother to say anything. However, when he saw that he was flying toward his own crystal tower, he suddenly scolded, "Go back to your own crystal tower." This guy, did he have no sense of direction? That was his territory. As a high-ranked powerhouse, MCMAU had previously built 30 crystal towers in one go, and all the grandmasters had a share. Qin Fengqing had one too, but this guy was still flying toward him. Qin Fengqing hurriedly turned around, chuckling. "I'm used to it, used to it. However, the energy on my side doesn't seem to be rich enough. Fang Ping, open a back door for me." "Get lost," Fang Ping scolded. Qin Fengqing ran very fast, disappearing into the sky in no time. Qin Fengqing went back to cultivate in seclusion. Fang Ping also began to walk back. He also needed to stop and sort out a little. The breakthrough was too fast. Half a year, from rank 5 to rank 8. In this half a year, he had also entered the catacombs many times. He did not have time to stop at all. Now that he had reached rank 8 third refinement, it was reasonable to say that he could be considered a middle stage rank 8 martial artist after completing rank 8 second refinement golden body forging. However, Fang Ping now felt that he had nowhere to exert his strength. He had a strong vitality and a strong golden body. His strength was a few times stronger than that of a rank 7, but he was like a Hercules, appearing a little clumsy. On the contrary, it was even easier than when he was not rank 7. "I'll wait for old Zhang to give me some benefits. Before that, I'll stop for a while." Fang Ping thought for a while and decided not to cultivate the golden body for now. The more powerful the golden body forging, the harder it was for him to control his own strength. If this went on, when he reached rank 8 ninth refinement, he might only be able to take a little more hits, but his combat power might not increase much. With a vitality of more than 100,000 cal, as his strength increased, his control might weaken. The stronger his body, the weaker his outburst would be. On the night of October 11th, Fang Ping went into closed-door cultivation. Before he went into closed-door cultivation, he issued a mission to all the realms. Kill the cultists. The cultists dared to attack him when he was breaking through. He, Fang Ping, was not someone to be trifled with. They attacked him several times in a row. Did they really think he was easy to bully? Martial artists of the 3 lower ranks, regardless of rank. Head count only 5 million each. Martial artists of the 3 middle ranks, martial artists below mentality vitality fusion, regardless of rank. Head count only 30 million each. Mentality vitality fusion 100 million. Rank 7 starting from 1 billion. Rank 8 starting from 10 billion. Fang Ping did not mention rank 9. This was because on the surface there were no more rank 9 existences in the evil sect. Even if there were, they probably would not be exposed. As soon as the mission was announced, martial arts universities everywhere were in an uproar. The 3 departments and 4 prefectures were in an uproar. How extravagant! Regardless of rank, head count only 5 million each. One had to know that when Fang Ping was not a martial artist yet, Wang Jinyang had only given a few 100,000 to hunt down a peak rank 2 martial artist like Huang Bin. Now, the starting price was 5 million. MCMAU's Fang Ping was indeed rich. On this day, some grandmaster powerhouses who did not go to the catacombs heard the news. Kill the evil sect powerhouses. Repay the debt. The opportunity had come. Nowadays, there were many grandmasters in Sino Nation who owed Fangping a debt. Previously, when Lu Polu wanted to collect the debt, many old men and old women had a headache. Now, killing a rank 7 would be at least 1 billion. Killing a rank 8 would be at least 10 billion. In the past, the evil sect powerhouses did not show up and did not provoke anyone. Everyone was too lazy to care. Now, this was money. Even if it was used to repay the debt, it was still money. The grandmasters who owed Fangping money would either get divine weapons or other things. These were all practical benefits. On the night of the 11th, the entire Sino nation was hunting down evil sect martial artists. As for the other countries in the world, they could only curse. Fangping added a restriction to the mission. It was limited to Sino nation. He was not interested in helping other countries to eliminate evil sect members. If they wanted to eliminate them, they could do it themselves. Fangping would not do it. As for money, the evil sect members did not have much. If there were tens of thousands of evil sect martial artists in Sino Nation, then Fangping had overestimated the evil sect. Before this, there were not many martial artists in Sino Nation, barely 1 million. For the evil sect to have tens of thousands of martial artists, that was really enough. At least 90% of the 3 lower ranks, and definitely less than 1,000 in the 3 middle ranks. As for the high ranks, many of them had been killed before. Fangping had calculated, even if he killed all the evil sect martial artists in Sino Nation, the total would be 200 billion at most. Even if no one paid the debt without deducting the IOU, 200 billion was less than 700 caddies of rank 9 energy stones. He could still afford it. In reality, grandmasters owed a lot of debts. Fangping probably did not need to spend a dime to kill those middle and high-ranked martial artists. As for the low-ranked ones, even if 10,000 people were killed, it would only be 50 billion. Fangping really did not care too much about less than 200 caddies of rank 9 energy stones. In the past, the energy stones that were sold and traded in grams were now, at least in caddies, for Fangping. Sino Nation. Because of Fangping's mission, a large number of martial artists were mobilized to hunt down evil sect members everywhere. On the same day, night, the catacombs. The catacombs' night was always dark. Skyplant City. The crystal-like Skyplant City was still as bright as day. Outside the palace, in a huge house front hall, Zhao Xingwu sat on a chair, silent, his eyes alert. Beside him, 8th Elder revealed his true appearance. He had short black hair, an Asian face, and a dark gaze. At this moment, he was also very alert. There were a total of 5 people in the front hall. Other than Zhao Xingwu and 8th Elder, there were 3 others. The 3 of them sat opposite them, sizing them up. Zhao Xingwu's expression was cold. After a long time, he said slowly, "Have you guys seen enough? I'm not a monkey. In my eyes, martial artists below the catacombs' true king are not qualified to look me in the eye. If you look again, don't blame me for being rude." Grand Elder, 8th Elder said softly, it was better to keep a low profile when they were in someone else's territory. 8th Elder had also stepped into the origin path. He was not a weakling, but this was the monster plant's royal court's lair. Here, even the human peak level would be wary. Since they were here, they had to keep a low profile. Humph! Zhao Xingwu snorted coldly. He looked at the masked martial artist on the left and sneered disdainfully. The Pope's messenger. Interesting. You're here, and you still don't dare to show your face. Are you afraid that I'll recognize you? The masked martial artist's voice was hoarse. He laughed and said, "Don't misunderstand, Leader Zhao. I'm not guarding against you two. I'm just trying to avoid some trouble." Zhao Xingwu did not care. He paused for a moment and said, "Originally, I thought I could kill Fang Ping this time. That's why I made a move. But Fang Ping didn't die." At this point, Zhao Xingwu's eyes were cold. He looked at the masked martial artist and the other two, saying coldly, "It's all because of you bunch of trash." Li Changsheng and Wu Quishan left the catacombs in 3 minutes. The Pope swore that the only traitor was Lin Long. What happened in the end? In the end, Zali Kaluo betrayed us and killed Varna. You said that Zhang Tao would not split his mentality avatar. In the end, he did. You said that Star City would not give Fang Ping his mentality avatar. In the end, Warlord did. Could it be that the Pope thought that I was easy to bully and wanted to deliberately kill me? Now, not only did I gain nothing, but I've also completely exposed my identity. I actually escaped into the Forbidden Zone. You bunch of clowns dare to judge me. Do you think I'll be bullied when I've fallen? Before the masked martial artist could speak, the other two people opposite him, one of them was dressed in plain clothes that seemed to be made of silk. His long hair draped over his shoulders, and his face was always smiling. At this moment, he slowly picked up his teacup, took a sip, and said in a magnetic voice, "Don't be impatient, Leader Zhao." This young and handsome man smiled warmly and said, "This time, the plan went wrong. No one wanted it to be like this. Since Leader Zhao has come to Sky Plant City." Before he finished, Zhao Xingwu sneered and said, "What? Are you sure you have me? Do you really think that I have to bow down to you just because I came here?" "Ridiculous." Zhao Xingwu said playfully, "It's true that I joined an evil sect. But joining an evil sect doesn't mean that I'm on the same side as the catacombs. You bunch of beasts, you want me to be your dog. At my level, there are some things that I'll say directly. Be a dog. Then I'd rather be a dog for Zhang Tao. And Li Zhan, you're not qualified yet. I joined an evil sect to improve my martial arts, not to be a dog for the Pope. Not to mention you guys. This time, I'm in trouble. Either you kill me now, or you guys think of a way to send me to the outskirts so that I can hide in the outskirts for a period of time. I can't guarantee that I'll repay you in the future, but I can guarantee that when the war breaks out in the future, if there's a chance, I'll enter the pinnacle, let a true king go, and not kill the other party. If I don't enter the pinnacle, I'll also let a few rank 9 go. Consider it today's favor." The handsome man could not help but laugh. "Leader Zhao, why do you have to do this? Aren't you forcing us to kill you by saying this? At this time, does Leader Zhao think that you can still return to the land of rebirth?" "Why not?" Zhao Xingwu said lightly, "I didn't kill Fang Ping and Kong Ling Yuan. Killing Fang Ping is also to let me enter the pinnacle sooner, to contribute more power. I don't have the intention to betray humanity. Everything I do is for humanity. I've always known that the Pope has close ties with you guys. I thought it was just a simple cooperation. When the war breaks out, the Pope will still stand on the side of humanity. Now, maybe I've overestimated him. An evil sect has really become an evil sect. What a joke. In the past, the Pope contacted me, swearing that the existence of the divine sect is also for humanity. The masked martial artist said calmly, "Grand Elder, you've misunderstood. The Pope is indeed fighting for humanity's survival. Cooperating with the Sky Plant's royal court is only to reduce wars and deaths. Zhang Tao and the others have always been selfish, which is why the war between the two worlds broke out. If we let the Sky Plant's royal court's true king enter Earth earlier, we can still coexist peacefully. Zhang Tao bewitched people's hearts. Once the Sky Plant's royal court enters, they will slaughter all living beings. This is the biggest joke. Humanity is weak, inferior to the few royal courts in the restricted area. This is the truth. Their strength is inferior to others, and they are guarding a treasure mountain unwilling to hand it over. This is the source of humanity's crisis. Grand Elder is also a martial arts powerhouse. You should understand this. Zhao Xingwu sneered, saying mildly, "You don't have to do this with me. Since I've come to the restricted area, I still want to live. Since you brought me here, you must have a request. Let's get straight to the point. As for whether the Pope has really betrayed humanity or has great ambitions, it has nothing to do with me. I want to live. If you have a request, we'll talk it out. If we can't, it's fine too. The moment I attacked Fang Ping, I was prepared to die. I've lived for more than 100 years. I'm not afraid of death. It's just that I'm not satisfied. Maybe I still need you to accompany me on this journey." As soon as he finished speaking, Zhao Xingwu suddenly attacked. With a rumble, the hall exploded. The three people opposite him did not move. The handsome man allowed Zhao Xingwu to choke him, chuckling, "Alliance Leader Zhao, we mean no harm. If we really wanted to kill Alliance Leader Zhao, we only needed to delay for a moment. And Alliance Leader Zhao would have already been killed by Li Zhan. Let's sit down and talk. If Alliance Leader Zhao is not at ease, we can talk this way." Zhao Xingwu suddenly sighed, laughing self-deprecatingly. He let go of the handsome man and looked up at the sky, saying softly, "Fine, let's talk properly then. Since the true king is here, why not show yourself? Don't tell me that I don't even have the right to see the true king?" Alliance Leader Zhao worries too much. "I'm just worried that it will cause a misunderstanding." In the void, a chuckle came. Very soon, a figure appeared in a flash. The broken hall was restored to its original state in an instant. Zhao Xingwu and the others were not surprised. Zhao Xingwu even had a hint of sneering, but he did not say it out loud. Restoring the hall to its original state was similar to how Li Zhan and the others restored the broken chairs that day. It was not worth making a fuss about. You're tuning in to the Mystic Fist YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.